Attention, citizens of the internet, this is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. The weekly rapture is upon you all.
We're here to blow your fucking minds, shove our opinions down your throat, and make you listen to our music.
We are live! Was that better?
No, you still don't have the cadence of Bear.
Shut up!
A little better, but not by much.
Shut up, Benny. Fucking Benny. Nobody asked you. You want to say it? Say we.
Yeah,
do it.
We are live! There you go. That's closer to Bear than you can ever get.
So we are here on the Weekend Rapture, episode number 2. We got our musicians. We got our ROLLIN rock. We got our good times. Good times.
Good time. Rock and rollin'.
So we got lots of great stuff planned for you guys tonight. We got the Pinecone Shake, the whole band in its entirety, straight from Hilliard, Jacksonville.
2 members coming from Hilliard. Me and myself. I've been everywhere, man.
I've been everywhere, man.
Exactly.
Across the deserts, Bear man.
All right, so we'll say from
I'm from Cali, man. I've lived everywhere, pretty much in Jacksonville.
so we'll say from Florida.
Florida.
From
There you
Florida.
go. Something
We
all
have
up.
we have the Pinecone Shake from Florida. We have Donnie here with us right now. He is the lead guitarist and singer.
Yes, lead guitarist, vocalist.
I wish you guys could see his beard. It's epic.
Thank you.
Whenever the rest of the band gets here, I'm gonna make a request for somebody to be recording, like, you know, parts of today's episodes with a cell phone or something, so that way I can clip it all up and
Why? I
make it
can
into
record
a
the
video.
audio directly with Audacity.
Well, I'm talking about the video.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I can do that.
Do it.
Well,
And
you're
then we
there
can-
live with them. It's better if you do it.
Well, it's. We're gonna record.
Thanks.
Well, it's too late for all that now because we're already live in the episode. Fucking bitch.
Yeah.
Where's your
Yeah, but
Rolling Rock?
Where's my rolling rock?
There's supposed to be rock and rollin'.
Rocking and rolling.
That's not Rolling Rock.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
You don't know that.
That's Mellow
It can come
Yellow.
in a bottle. Huh?
Is that Mellow Yellow?
No. It's rolling rock in a plastic bottle.
No, it's not. It's Sprite.
No, it's not.
Then what is it?
Rolling rock in a plastic bottle.
No,
It's not
definitely
in
not.
plastic bottles.
Beer is not in plastic bottles.
Unless it's
Good God, man! What are you putting on your face back there?
Don't worry about it. What, who, him?
Yeah, him.
Will, his glasses.
No.
And he's putting on my airsoft mask.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is he doing?
Does it make air softer?
But getting shot with an airsoft gun hurts.
It's not soft.
No. They should call it hard air.
Yeah.
So before we get started in anything crazy, we've already got Lucius in the chat room here with us tonight.
Oh, Mayor Toast. What up,
Man.
Mayor Toast?
Lucius deserves a medal. Lucius is the mastermind behind the Chronicles of Buttered Toast voice acting series. There's like 13, 14, 15 episodes, somewhere around there. And like, he makes these full-length episodes of stuff with these different voices and sound effects. And like, literally all you have to do is put an animation in front of it.
Right.
Like, everything else is already there.
Good man.
And he does an amazing job with all of that. He's been on multiple shows. He was on the show with us last Thursday, whenever we had John Bailey on the show. You missed that episode.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to ask you your opinions on the John Bailey show that we had. And it's okay. We can speak our minds. It's whatever. Because trust me, I've been thinking about it a lot lately.
There was times that I feel like he came off a little more, I feel like abrasive than he should have.
Yeah, well,
like,
I'm just going to use the word that Nick straight up said. Nick just said he was just straight out being douchey at times.
There was times, like for instance, whenever we first got him on the show, and you said you probably remember me from the Dish Out series. We did an interview together, and just the way that he told you that he didn't remember you sounded very, very douchey.
Yeah, and especially also when he asked, so are we going to start this interview thing, or are we just going to sit here in awkward silence? Like, well, dude, we didn't get a chance to talk to you off air. You were on air right away. We didn't have time to plan anything with you, and also he was late.
Right.
I understand he has work, but just show up on time to your own interview.
Or at least let us know in advance that you're going to be that much late. So we're not sitting here for an hour and 15 minutes wondering if you're even going to come online when you're the main attraction of the show.
Exactly.
There was a little bit. There was a little bit
when we started, but that's because we didn't have anything planned, and he just kind of he showed up out of the blue, and we had to fill the time that we were waiting for him with an hour-long block of music.
Well, that's what happened to me. I guess
we were supposed to go, and our interview was supposed to start at 7:30 with him. He didn't get there until like 7:45 when we did a block.
Time now perfect. The music, the five-song playlist. Oh my God, I have this music playing the whole time. The fives, so people probably haven't heard
anything.
No, they have because Lucius is still talking about stuff that we're talking about.
I can teach you how to tune a guitar.
I could teach him how to do that.
Yeah, Lucius says he has no idea how to tune this guitar.
EADGBE, my friend.
Well, you have a computer. Look it up. You can tune it by ear from the computer.
Google can teach you how to be God, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Google is.
So, but no, I wanted to ask you, how many years have you been playing?
Me, I'm 23 now. I've been playing since I was 13.
Nice. So you've been playing for about as long as I have. Well, I've been playing a little longer, but we started roughly at around the same age group, 13, 14.
I can't say that I filled in the whole solid gap of playing since I was 13. I had a guitar instructor teach me, and going through the.
You're one of them constructor taught people.
No. This is how it goes. Yes, I had music lessons for a short time, maybe 2 months, 3 months. I went through learning basic chords, got tired of that shit, and this was just some dude that was from my mom and my ex-stepdad's church. He taught me, picked out my guitar. He actually made a great fucking pick, by the way, because my first guitar was an Ibanez GAX70. I missed the baby.
Nice.
She got stolen. Anyways, to where I got my skills from, it started with chords. Then I went to get some music lessons, and they weren't real music lessons. It was more like, dude goes, what kind of songs you like? What do you want to learn? Would pick a song, or sometimes he'd show me songs. Like I learned.
So he didn't really go too much into music theory and stuff like that.
He sort of did. He was a cool guy. He'd be like, all right, well, that's what you need to learn, and I kind of agree with him. We started off with like some Pink Floyd and Peter Frampton, and he basically showed me, and like Blue Oyster Cult, he like showed me how to play it. He didn't give me specific names, time signatures, and then one day, I only got to practice with my original instructor for maybe a week or two, and then some other guy filled in. And then, both my original instructor and that guy would, walk off and go smoke. They're like, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. I need to smoke a cigarette. Because I'm sure it's frustrating teaching a young pre-adolescent.
Oh, yeah. I've tried to teach my cousin some things, and it's frustrating.
And especially when you can't stretch your fingers through 3 frets, and you got to learn that stretches. And as he takes his smoke break, I look at his music stand and I learn the revealing of tab literature. And on the bottom of the page, it says ultimateguitar.com. Shout out to them for teaching me.
Yeah,
more
Ultimate
stuff.
Guitar for the win.
Ultimate Guitar for the win. If anyone's interested in playing guitar that's listening, I definitely look into tabs literature.
But also just for a warning for people if they go to Ultimate Guitars, look around and try to find the best rated tabs, because everyone can upload tabs. Some of them aren't correct, some of them are not.
You will find that you'll at first that is a good warning and it's a good tip, because you will find an incorrect tab and you're like, what the hell? This doesn't sound like the song at all. And then you go to read. Sometimes they'll put notes on it and they'll be like, I think this is like 97% correct, and it won't be right at all. So I went to that website, found out what tab literature is, and basically how I taught myself is songs I was interested in learning, I would kind of adapt from the chords that really struck me and do variations of them, and then it gave me my style pretty much.
Nice. Yeah, no, I was just asking because I've learned by ear.
Yeah, I've adapted to ear. So
I've always learned by ear. I know, and I'm not, again, I'm not trying to compare us, but because every guitar player is different.
Right.
It's just I like hearing how people started and how they learned. Because when I tell people, it's like, oh, you must have taken music lessons. Nope, completely self-taught. They're like, what? It blows them away.
I pretty much consider myself self-taught in the way, basically, it's pretty ridiculous and it was very strenuous. Like I said, I didn't fill in the whole gap of the 10 years from my starting point. When I first started, it might have been like, roughly I touched the guitar a couple times a month and I'll just put it down, being frustrated with it. But I started with the top E string with bass, moving around throughout the frets, and then once I got comfortable with that string, I'd move to the A string, next string down, until eventually I got all 6 strings.
You get all the way to the high. You get all the way down to the high E.
all the way down. I made my way down all the strings, and there I was.
Nice. So what style of music do you play?
Of course, everyone who gets asked that question is going to say it's hard to explain. And I didn't want to ask that question because it's hard to play. Cause it's hard to answer because you play a little bit of everything. Yeah. I do consider myself very experimental. But there are some musicians that aim strictly for a certain genre, which I won't discredit them, but you have to compete with the people who have founded this genre,
Oh yeah, that me and Hans were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Is like if you're starting in the music industry, it's hard to come up with something completely original and sounds different than everybody else's to stand out, to be this colorful flag in the sea of gray.
Exactly, It's like if you wanted to do blues, old rock and roll fashion, which, also genres are, certain terms have an umbrella effect, like indie. There's at least 1,000 different sub-genres to be put.
Same thing with rock and roll, metal.
Yeah, it just all varies. Some people would be like, metal, you mean like Metallica? And then someone else might hear that and be like, no, fuck that.
No, Anthrax.
Like Anthrax or Iron Maiden,
So who? And we got somebody else now who just stepped on in.
That was my buddy Justin.
What's going on?
Hey
man?
Justin, welcome to the show.
But before we get any farther into this interview here, I would like to take a song break so that way I can go around and post all the links everywhere. And then whenever we come back, we're also going to have Donnie here playing us a couple little solo tracks before the rest of the band gets here. And then, so yeah, we're going to go do that real quick, and we'll be back after 5 songs. So
Stay tuned.
Enjoy.
Saw you walking down the street. I thought, well, that's a chick that I'd like to meet. My heart is aching. Oh, you southern girl just make me shaking. Don't you know that I will never let you go? running through in a bar trying to get a drink. I saw her standing in line, didn't need no time to think. I'm on my knees, girl. Oh, ever since you came into my world, don't you know that I will never let you go. I was struck by those big brown eyes. That girl sets me on fire. Oh, yeah, and it's been done for a million times. Come on, please take me higher. I was struck by those big brown eyes. That girl sets me on fire. Oh, yeah, and it's been done for a million times. Come on, please take me higher. Higher.
Well, 2 years ago when I was just 20 years old, but let me tell you what happened to me. I had a girl who I truly loved, yeah, we were happy as we could be. We had a house, a picket fence, we had a tire hanging from a tree. Everything was just as good as gold until I caught the bitch cheating on me. So give me back my cocaine, give me back my whiskey. Forget about the time when you almost missed me. Give me back my t-shirt, give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me back my ring. Well, that's what happened to me. I guess it happened all the time. Every time I think about that dude in my bed, I start to cry. But I gotta keep my chin up, keep my head held towards the sky. The same way she had another man, I had another girl on the side. So give me back my cocaine, give me back my whiskey. Forget about the time when you almost missed me. Give me back my t-shirt, give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me back my ring. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back to me. Oh. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back to me, baby. Bring it back to me. Oh, so give me back my cocaine, give me back my whiskey. Forget about the time when you almost missed me. Give me back my t-shirt, give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me back my cocaine, give me me back my whiskey. Forget about the time when you almost missed me. Give me back my t-shirt, give me back my jeans. Give you back your hand when you give me back my ring. So give me back my ring. Yeah, na 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 na. Keep your eyes on the road, both hands upon the wheel. Keep your eyes on the road, both hands upon the wheel. Yeah, we're going to the roadhouse, we're gonna have a real good time. Oh, no, no, no. Well, the back of the roadhouse, they got us on bungalow. Well, the back of the road Let it roll, 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 let it roll. Oh, baby, roll. Let it roll. Oh, baby, roll. Let it roll. Oh, baby, roll. Let it roll. All night long.
And we're back on the Weekly Rapture, only on Exit 92 Radio. I'm still here with Exit Benny, or fucking Benny, because it's the weekend.
And also, Hans, it's the Exit Rapture. It's the Weekend Rapture, not the Weekly Rapture. Again.
That's what I said. It's the Weekend Rapture.
No, you said the Weekly Rapture.
Your mom said the Weekly Rapture.
Ooh! My mom's not here.
Damn.
And we're also here with Donnie from the Pinecone Shake.
Yow.
Shake it.
What it do?
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Come on and
Shake
shake
it
it.
like a pine cone.
Shake it like a pine cone.
Yeah, that you got the flow.
But yeah, so we're here with Donnie and, you know,
Fucking Benny.
and fucking Benny. We're hanging out, we're drinking some beers. If you have a beer in your hand, I'd like to propose a chug session.
Oh, hold on. What did Bear say before we would have to drink? Do you remember Bear's thing? Get off
We're
your.
about to have chug session.
Hold on. Get off your asses and raise your glasses.
Yeah. Ziggy zoggy.
Ziggy
Oi,
zoggy.
oi, oi.
Ziggy zaggy. Oi.
Yeah. That Rolling Rock hits the spot. Unfortunately, Benny has no Rolling Rock.
No, I'm broke.
Well, Rolling Rock is the broke man's beer.
It really is.
Yeah, well, I'm so broke
Actually,
I can't even
I
afford
second
$1.
that. Malt liquor Hurricane. Or Still Reserve.
Malt liquor. Oh, I can't do malt liquor.
Oh, it's a rough night. It is going to be a rough ride.
Can't do malt liquor.
Oh, yeah.
I can John, but I can't do malt liquor.
So we got a lot of stuff to talk about with Donnie here today. You know, there's quite a list of stuff.
Yeah, look at that. I'm sure his spreadsheet is completely full of stuff.
Yes, it really is.
There's no space left on that paper.
There is a lot of space left on that paper.
No, I'm joking. I'm being facetious.
I thought you were being philosophical. I said that wrong.
Fucking
Or
Benny.
maybe I said it right. That's the beauty of philosophy. Yeah.
I'm very philosophical.
Skip a skate.
So I got me one of them there screen recording softwares, and so our Skype window is being recorded now, and we could possibly use it for some kind of YouTube video.
Cool.
I gotta find me a good video editing software.
Ooh, I got one for you. Pinnacle
free?
Studio 15. Well, yeah, I can say. I'm not going to discuss this on air, but I'm going to suggest Pinnacle Studio 15.
That program just requires a lot of GPU.
Any video editing software does.
Like, do you think a quad core would be enough?
Yeah, dude, I run a quad core i5.
I run a quad core i3.
Ooh.
You should be able to. It's still a quad.
Yeah.
Quad's a quad.
Oh my god, he just got a fucking quad! Any COD fans out there?
Did anybody see that picture? It was like far quad on a quad, far quad on a quad.
Yeah.
The puns are real.
That's like the what? How did it go?
It was like
Tom Cruise is riding in his car. Tom Cruise just fell down. Tom bruises. Tom has to make a choice. Tom chooses.
Tom bruises.
Yeah.
Tom chooses. Well, I just thought it was funny because it had like Farquaad, you know, Lord Farquaad from Shrek.
Yeah.
Farquaad on a quad, and then it had Farquaad except farther away. Farquaad
So he's
Farquaad on a far quad. You get what I'm
The
saying?
tongue twisters are real today.
Far quad on a far quad. And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay.
I'm starting to feel like memes are starting to become a drug. I don't know, you know?
Well, yeah, but memes have been around way before the internet,
centuries.
right?
Yeah, you know, like funnyjunk.com, like back in the dial-up days.
Oh man.
Well, no, I mean like even,
Dial-up
but dude, I'm
days.
talking like the Roman days, the Egyptian era,
Yeah.
memes have been around for millions of years.
Yeah. There wasn't a name for it, but they were
used to be called
what they are now.
hieroglyphics at one point, Tom.
Hieroglyphics.
No, I want to know, like, if some alien race discovers our dead planet after humanity goes extinct and can find remnants of our technology and know how to figure out how to use it and figure out how to reboot our internet, and they just see all these pictures of porn and cats.
Yeah, they pick up like a dildo, you know, one of the ones with that like vibrates all around and moves around.
Oh yeah, and it moves
and they're gonna
around.
they're gonna like stick it up their nose. They're gonna think it's like a nose cleaner or something.
Yeah.
and then they're gonna think that we worship cats as gods.
Hey, you
No, if humanity goes away and the internet because the internet will go down, I'm sure like if another alien race comes in, they're not going to be able to figure out how to like reconnect our power system.
Oh yeah, well, but I do feel bad for the alien race if they discover some of the
because you
very
gotta think-
weird porn that exists on Earth.
Because
Oh,
you
yes.
gotta think about it though, man. Because like if an alien race come in, you know all the stuff that they have on their planet, they're gonna make all of the things that they do on their planet out of like completely different materials.
Yeah.
Because
They'll be studying us because they'll be like, ooh, a carbon-based planet.
what am I trying to say here?
You can do it.
you're trying to say that O'Doyle rules.
No.
Doyle rule.
No. One species trash is another man's treasure.
One species
Trash
trash.
is another species treasure. There we go.
God, you sound like the Reapers from Mass Effect.
Or the Borg. Stop being so Borgish. You will be assimilated. Your resistance is futile.
It's like, first I'm going to destroy your planet, then I'm going to go scavenge it. Oh, look what I found.
Well,
man.
the Borg enslaves other races and turns them into them. Along with their planets, but that's still pretty terrifying.
So kind of like the husks,
Basically.
the Geth, and
Basically, just imagine IBM assimilating you.
IBM, like the technology
The
company.
Yeah, imagine them assimilating you.
Like if giant lasers came out of our like cameras.
No, I mean like turning you into a cyborg with no emotions, and you have to think to what their hive mind computer tells you to do.
Pretty sure I would just commit suicide. Exit 92
They-
Radio,
yeah,
North
here's the
Weekly
thing,
Rapture.
even if they
endorses
kill you, they
suicide.
can reanimate your body.
Exit 92 Radio or the Weekend Rapture does not endorse suicide.
You
said
talking
it twice.
about transhumanism?
There you go. Basically becoming part of the singularity.
Are you talking human robot interspecies sex?
No, we're literally talking taken over, butchered up, and turned flesh and bone confused with computers.
Well, see, now that
Yes.
doesn't sound very interesting.
Have you ever seen that movie?
Splice.
It's Such a Beautiful Day.
Yes.
Okay, the same people made another movie, which I don't remember what it's called, but there's this little girl and her name is Emily, and it basically talks to the high extent of transhumanism, where people become eternal by downloading their thoughts and consciousness into the
Brain
outer
mapping.
web. Outer web. Not the
Yeah,
interweb.
basically brain mapping.
Yeah. But what are the dangers and the chaos and the repercussions?
Well, yeah, and the movie kind of makes you really think, because if we could do that, would we lose who we are? Is it really our minds that make us who we are, like the data that's stored in our brains? Or, because that's something that I like to think about. It's like, what makes us truly us? Like, you can back up all our data from our brains, but would it be you?
No, it wouldn't. Especially if you have exponential data of infinity at a constant download rate, because that's the extent of transhumanism, is when you have this ability to take in every and all possible information at once. In reality, and the black and white spectrum of it is everything would eventually be nothing, infinity,
Yeah.
Zero.
Oh, but no. There's an interesting article I read that is weird. They've come out with like a mesh that can be implanted into the brain, right? onto the brain. Like in small parts right now for like brain surgeries and stuff and whatnot. But people have found a way to create a whole cage of this stuff to surround the brain and possibly theoretically connect the human mind directly to the internet.
I've seen that.
That does not sound like a good idea.
I've also read the article that the basically the plot of The Matrix, the movie, is not too far away.
Yeah, but think about getting a virus in your brain.
That's what I was getting at with the outer web. That's the dangers and repercussions.
Could you imagine
if
just
your
like
mind,
walking around and seeing like these old people who got viruses in their brain because they clicked on a pop-up and it's like, does not compute. Does not compute.
You think of this, you know? you get on this and you... What are you gonna have, McAfee?
I would have a VAST installed on my
You
brain.
have some sort of
exactly. A VAST is the way to go.
software for your consciousness? No, because think of mass media obstructors like Anonymous, people who spend their fucking time with ease as breaking down government sites and getting past this software bullshit that they sell you that they can crack within a couple of seconds.
Oh yeah, but now imagine if your brain was the computer and you're connected to the internet, you would never be able to crack it.
Maybe. Hopefully.
But here's the thing, if you were able to hack into somebody's brain as, say, a computer, there would probably be vast repercussions because hacking into somebody's brain could make them lose their mental stabilization. They could go completely insane.
Mono e mono. The virus becomes infected itself.
Oh, I like that. That sounded...
That virus
sounded
inception.
good. That is that line there, that's definitely going in the promo video for this episode.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened.
But no, honestly, I don't think the government and the world would allow that because if everybody could get like that neural net installed into their brains at one point after development, you would never need to go to school because you would know everything because you would have Google in your brain.
Exactly. I mean,
Google, teach me kung fu.
Google, teach me guitar, and you become a master guitar player.
That's pretty much straight from The Matrix. It's just like
another thing that scientists have been saying that's actually really interesting. Like they have figured out, they don't know if it's it's theoretically on paper it's possible. We just don't have the means to test it. Is they have a theory that you can download data like how to play guitar or how to be a good actor or stuff like that, and download it, or kung fu or whatever, and download it directly into your brain and learn it instantly.
Like muscle memory and everything already learned. The only thing you would have to overcome is like calluses.
The only thing you will not find and will not suffice is, okay, there's mind over matter, right? Everything we're using...
for certain aspects, there is mind over matter.
And maybe I'm not using the right words, but to the fullest extent, what we're doing right now, streaming live on the web, this all was at first a thought which came from the mind, and it inevitably became matter.
This particular thought actually came from the Big Bad Boo Bear's mind.
Yeah, so if this was happened. I'm rocking and rolling right now, but
rolling, rocking.
Hopefully you'll still be good. Hopefully you'll be good enough to play.
Hey man, last night's show.
Tell us about your show from last night.
Oh yeah, tell us about your. Let's get off the internet brain thing because that's kind of creepy to talk about.
Yeah. We're getting a little too deep introspective right now. So
it's all good. This is the Weekend Rapture.
We'll lighten it up.
Yeah, we don't give a shit what goes on this show.
I don't give a fuck. I mean, okay, all right. I will talk about tonight's show, but that brought me to another thought. Would you really raise your hands in the air if you don't care? Really? Like, if I don't care, I'm not gonna raise my hands in the air. It just takes effort. Other than
that, I'm raising my hand in the air like I just don't care.
What if the roof was on fire?
If the roof was on fire,
would you say
get the hell out the building?
I would let the motherfucker burn.
We don't need no water, so just let that fucker burn.
Why? Why would you let it burn? Whenever there's
burn,
a fire
motherfucker, burn.
You hear the snap? You can only get this in the southern states. Double snap.
I can't do that.
You know what I'm pissed off about?
But I'm not a southern boy. I'm an eastern boy.
I'm pissed off about that. I can't fucking do that.
What?
the doubles. Fuck you. I can do this though.
You put your fingers like this, and then you just.
You have to
Like,
learn
you
to
have
let
to-
your
you
fucking
have to pack the
finger,
can of dip, man.
Yeah, you have to learn to let your finger loose.
You pack that can of dip, because that's how you pack a can of dip.
Yeah.
You just
Okay,
you hold the dip in between your fingers like this, and then you just take this finger and let it flop freely. And
Flop.
you pack that can of dip. You know, and if you want to pack 2 cans of dip because you're hardcore like that, you just.
I can't.
Yeah.
But it really makes your fingers numb. It kind of
My
hurts a
old
little bit.
roommate, he did.
I can do this.
I can do
I can do this.
I can do this.
I can do this. Check this out.
It sounds like you're beating your meat extremely fast.
Dude, look at that.
Hey,
That's
did
my
you ever
middle
get a hold of Dino?
Do you know?
No, I haven't heard from him either.
Also, check it. That's my middle finger.
That's intense. He's not looking.
Oh, is that your middle finger?
Look how far I'm bending. No, look how far I'm bending it. Oh, dude, I got gamer thumbs too. I got gamer thumbs too. My thumbs do the same thing where they pop out of socket. And you can lock your thumb like this, can't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that's enough of freaky fingering for the
You want to go
day.
into a 2-song break?
Yeah. After or before these songs, Honey Chamber, which is a really fucking good band I played with last night. They're giving us permission to play a song.
Nice.
Are they signed?
I don't think so. Even if they are, they just gave us
Even if they
permission.
are, dude, we have their consent.
Yeah, we have their consent. And also,
So it goes to show that they still own their own music.
yeah, another
And that's very rare in today's music industry, where an artist will still own their own music.
yeah, another band, Hobson Road. They're pretty young folks, but they surprised the shit out of me. They might call in tonight, so we got some stuff to look
Nice.
forward to.
Whenever are they listening right now?
I'm unsure.
Because I'll open up the lines for people to be able to call in,
Right,
and then we'll have like a call-in session here in a little bit.
right on.
Whenever we've had a couple more Rollin' Rocks.
Nice.
But
So, how was your guys' day today?
I went into work with a hangover.
I hung out.
I
With
spent
the
the...
family.
Huh?
I hung out with the family.
I spent the night last night with at my friend's house, and then we went to a airsoft store. I'm just gonna show this off on camera. I'm not gonna fire it or anything, but my buddy picked up this 44 Magnum 6-shooter airsoft CO2 powered revolver. Oops! As I drop the shells again.
Nice. Well, we're gonna go into a quick 2-song break here. Take a piss break and whatnot. But we'll be back here in just a few minutes. Let's see. We are starting back up with Big Bad Boo Bear and Mad Mike Miner. We Ain't Home. Coming in next with some Overdrive. We'll be back shortly. Enjoy.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, old the wheel is shaking. Collectors looking for treasure. Saying we owe $1,000. Things won't get no better. Say we ain't home. We ain't home. No more money. It's all gone. We ain't home. We ain't home. Yeah, we ain't home. Ah, we ain't home. Yeah, we ain't home. No more money. Ah, it's all gone.
broke back pay, bills are all overdue. Yeah, car's been towed away, says we're coming for you. Yeah, we ain't home, no more money, it's all gone. Yeah, we ain't home. Yeah, we ain't home. Yeah, we ain't home. No, we ain't home. Yeah, we ain't home. No more money. It's all gone.
There's a jack in the box with a smile on his face, gotta wind up the spring. There's a jack in the box with a smile on his face, gotta wind up the spring. There's a jack in the box with a smile on his face, gotta wind up the spring. There's a jack in the box with a smile on his face, gotta wind up the spring. There's a jack in the box with a smile on his face, gotta wind up the spring. There's a jack in the box with a smile on his face, gotta wind up the spring.
And we're back here on the Weekend Rapture, only on
There you go. There you go.
only on Exit 92 Radio. Sorry, Benny, they couldn't hear you.
Yeah, figures the German always has me muted.
Donnie went to go grab his guitar out of his car and have a quick smoke real quick, so he'll be right back. But I'm DJ Hans, and I'm here with Exit Benny.
Hey, it's fucking Benny. It's the weekend.
Fucking Benny, I'm sorry.
Fucking Benny.
Getting all my shit messed up tonight.
Maybe it's too. Maybe you've had too many Rolling Rocks.
I'm getting faded on some Rolling Rocks. So
Yep, gonna smoke some beer and drink some weed.
So I'm not sure why. Like, I tried to stop the first video recording and make a second one, so that way I wouldn't have like a
big ass file.
Right, and it's not letting me. It's not letting me save it, so we just lost all of that.
Oh, that sucks.
So I don't know. I mean, I've got a file here, and it's like 4 gigs. It's 28 minutes long. Maybe I don't have the. Well, let's see. I have VLC, so it should let me play it on VLC, right?
Yeah.
It's an AVI file. That should play on Windows Media.
VLC plays everything. All hail the traffic cone. Yeah, Will knows what I'm talking about. Every computer person that's good with computers knows that AVL is a really good program.
VLC.
Yeah, VLC is a really good program. It's better than the standard Windows player. I personally like it a little better than iTunes because it plays VLC plays everything and anything you want it to.
I'm just saying the video file isn't working, not even on VLC.
Then it's probably corrupted. It's probably just junk.
That makes me super sad-faced.
No sad face, Han. Drink more beer. That'll make you feel better.
It makes me even more sad-faced that I can't even find my recycle bin on my desktop.
Drink more beer. So that's what a guitar would sound like if you could chug beer.
Would it?
Drink more beer. Because you know how like guitars chug, they go choo 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 choo.
Yep.
So I'm just going chug some beer.
So I can't wait for the next time that the Boo Bear gets back out here so we can redo our songs.
Oh yeah. And since you got new strings, I would put them on before you start recording, like an hour or so before you start recording.
These strings that I have on this acoustic are new.
Okay. Yeah, because when you record, you always want to put fresh strings on.
I got 2 sets of strings now backed up.
Nice. And if I'm both Ernie balls.
One's Ernie Ball, one's Yamaha.
Okay, and I'm guessing you have the Yamaha strings on right now.
No, I have Ernie Ball strings.
Are the Ernies on?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like Ernies.
I think I'm gonna put these Yamaha because these are folk guitar strings on the acoustic.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask, what gauge string do you prefer? Thin, mediums, or heavies?
Whatever 10, 13, 17, 26, 36, 46 is.
It doesn't tell you if they're medium strings, light strings, or heavy strings?
It says custom gauge nickel wound guitar strings.
Okay. Are they tough to bend, or do they bend fairly easy?
Well,
when tuned up?
these don't bend very good, but these Yamaha says light gauge. 80
Okay, then
milligrams.
those are good for your bending. Those sound like they're heavier gauge strings because they're tougher to bend. The reason I was just asking because I play heavy gauge strings on my acoustic and light gauge strings on my electric. So when I'm done practicing on my acoustic and I go to the electric, I can just get those mad, deep bends.
So the Yamahas would be good for the electric.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then use your acoustic as use your acoustic to practice on with the thicker strings.
Yeah. Huh?
Where's the? Can't see me or him.
Yeah, because that whole first video that we recorded didn't even save.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh well.
Ooh, I see something beautiful.
What is that thing at the top?
This?
It's a tuner.
Snark.
That's a tuner.
It looks
you
beautiful.
See the pattern, maybe.
Yeah, I know, dude. It's the same pattern in the music video you had me watch.
Yeah.
Is that the same guitar?
Basically.
Just no Floyd?
Yeah. It has a.
Oh, you have a Floyd on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Nice. And it's Ibanez, so you know it's good. I play an Ibanez SG.
You want to play something for us?
I am sold for Ibanez.
Dude, my bass is even Ibanez.
You haven't played anything live on the show yet.
Oh yeah. I'm going to urinate,
Okay.
and then I guess I'll dabble in some playery.
Yeah, you'll noodle for us?
Yes.
Hell yeah. So, chug session.
Gotta wait for him to get back and I can do our thing.
Ziggy zoggy, ziggy zoggy. Oi, oi, oi.
oi.
Yeah, so something that I have in the works here, anybody who's listening, so www.exit92radio.com is officially a thing, and if you go there, you will see that there's a forum set up, and it's all set up with all of the different shows for the week for Exit 92 Radio, and I figured it could be like a social meeting place for all the people who enjoy listening to the shows. They can discover other shows. We can always put like what our shows are going to be about, and in a forum topic or something. I have a live streamer at the top of the website, that automatically updates if a show is live or a new show, and it plays the most recent show from the station
Lineup.
So, like, if you went to the website right now, there's a little drop-down box, and you clicked on the drop-down box, it would have a player that said that this show that we are in right now is live.
Because we are live.
Yeah. Chugging session.
Woo! Sexy belly.
I do this weird thing.
Don't do the weird thing.
Oh my god, he did this skinny. Do it again. Dude, you look like somebody had a Schindler's List.
All right.
Dude, can you count his vertebrae?
I prefer not to.
Can you not his vertebrae, his ribs? Can you count his individual ribs?
Probably.
Oh, that's cringe-worthy.
Oh man.
It's called bodybuilding.
Bodybuilding.
Bodybending.
There
It's
you go.
called
Alrighty, guys.
So, chug
Get off
session.
your
Vacuum.
gasses and raise your glasses.
Wait, I have nothing to chug.
Go grab both of us another beer.
Grow Greer.
Go Greer another beer.
The last Rolling Rocks. Our last two beers.
Oh, you guys didn't have as many as last time, huh?
But I am tipsy.
I got 8 because I didn't know who was going to be over tonight.
Okay.
Alright, do you know
let's-
about the wishbone?
The Wishbone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whoever gets the bigger piece has good luck, but you had to throw it in the loser's face.
All right. So can I put my finger in all of these holes?
You do what you do. You do what you do.
All right.
You ready?
Just you, man.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Go.
1, 2.
I
I got the bigger piece.
Throw it in his face. You have to.
Yeah. Good luck.
So,
With that said, get off your asses and raise your glasses.
crack your beer and don't be a queer.
Hey, or do.
Ziggy zoggy, ziggy zoggy,
Ziggy
oi,
zoggy,
oi, oi,
oi.
Ziggy
Ziggy
zoggy,
zoggy,
ziggy
ziggy
zoggy,
zoggy,
oi,
oi,
oi, oi.
Oi. Thank God I ain't queer. 'Cause titties and beer.
Are you from Texas?
We did
Not
have a
really.
guy from Texas, Analog Stick.
Well, there's only two things in Texas, and that's steers and queers.
Queers and queers.
Which one are you? I don't see any horns, so I suspect you're a queer. Enough of the queer talk.
Yeah, man. Exit 92 Radio, nor the Weekly or Weekend Rapture endorses hate speech whatsoever.
Yes. All walks of life are appreciated.
Yup, do what you do.
Is this called a sweet love?
What?
Silvertone.
Silvertone.
It's almost like Silvertown, born and raised.
On the playground where I spent most of my days. Damn it, Hans, get out of my head.
So where did you say you're from, Glenn? Chicago. I mean, Silvertown. Born and raised.
Excuse you.
How many listeners do we got?
Let's see, we're up to, we're up to 12 listeners, 5 comments.
Is this too loud on you guys end?
No, we're good. I talk good on my end.
Sound good?
Sounds alright. Now, play Freebird!
Hell yeah. Alright, not Skinner.
I was gonna say there's a lot of gain in that. It's kind of muddy.
Yeah, you're not gonna turn the game down.
See my controls here.
I was gonna say, is he using your amp?
Yeah.
Good amp. Great guitar, shitty amp. Still not a good combination.
Sorry, man.
We'll do clean.
Do it clean.
Yeah.
There you go. Clean works. Can't fuck up a clean sound.
I would turn it down just a little bit. I think it's the next one. Yeah. How's that sound?
That sounds much better. Not as muddy.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, Hobson Road wants to call in before 9 o'clock because he's going bowling.
Tell him to get on up in here.
Alright, so after this, we will do it.
All right.
We will have him call.
After the song.
Yes.
So after the song, we got a call in from
What is his name?
Bowling ball.
Christian.
Because he's going bowling.
Christian who?
Christian the drummer from Hobson Road.
Oh, cool. Hey, Christian.
something. Make it work.
You can do that. I really want to hear that. I really want to hear that guitar truly sing at its peak performance.
All right. What are you looking forward to?
Nothing. Just do you, man.
Do me?
Just do you.
Some more tappity slappity?
Tappity slappity or whatever you'd like to do. Whatever. Just do you.
That's
That was beautiful. Why are the two people behind you clapping?
They got phone stuff.
I had my hands full. Sorry.
Yeah.
There we go. Much better.
Yeah,
All
no,
right,
my friend Ignacio thought it was absolutely beautiful.
Ignacio.
Yes.
Where is that guy? Thank you.
Right there.
Is your name really Ignacio?
Ignacio.
Is that like a nickname or a real name?
No, that's his actual name.
Is there a certain lineage behind that?
Hispanic.
Nice.
Hispanic, but it's all Italian for firing, basically.
Oh, Italian for fiery.
Do you have Do you have dreams one day to be a luchador?
No, I'm not Libre.
You have the lines open?
Huh?
You have the lines open?
The line's open?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All they gotta do is call in.
Yeah. We're waiting on old Christian, drummer from Hobson Road, to call in.
can't do that easily.
Yeah, is that Sicilian by chance? Or just Hispanic? They don't know. They're too busy.
They're getting faded on some Rolling Rock. Ooh.
Woo!
Is that name Sicilian?
Ignacio, is that Sicilian?
What?
Your name?
From what I looked up,
Or is it Italian? Because Italian and Sicilian are roughly the same thing, but they are different.
when I first looked it up, I know it came from Spain mostly.
Yeah, Spain, because Mexican is dirty Spanish. Sicilian is where...
Well, Sicily is Italy. Is the island off of Italy?
Yeah.
I'm Sicilian.
Right on. I'm partially Sicilian.
Yeah, my last name is De Benedette.
My middle name is
Benedetti.
Dolphus.
His last name is Di Benedetti.
I'm like German.
That is Italian as shit.
My middle name is German. It's Dolphus.
Dolphus?
Dolphus, yeah.
Nice.
Ich weiß es nicht.
Yeah, but you ain't German. You're a Florida boy. You're a Southern boy.
I'm Florida German.
You're a Florida. You're a Florida. You're a Florida germ.
I'm a Florida germ.
You're a Florida germ.
Yeah.
But Hitler would have killed you.
Yeah, because my name isn't my name would have been Adolphus, but my name comes from my great grandfather. He did not have a first name. His name, which is weird, I don't understand that. His name was Dolphus Bell. My great grandfather.
How did he not? Well, he had a first name. He didn't have a middle name.
Yeah. So they just started calling him Bill. Bill. But it was.
Hey, isn't that your dad's name? Oh yeah, no. We before I came home to jump on to do the show with you guys, we had to stop off and visit my friend Will's dad, right? And his dad's an elderly gentleman, but he drag races cars, right? And I guess Thursday night, he had a accident, and he drove a Ford Anglia. A 1950s Ford Anglia, right? He drag races it. The thing was making like 500, the thing was making like 500 horsepower and like almost like 600 to 800 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels.
Oh, nice.
But he got into an accident and flipped it 3 times and hit the sidewall. We went to go visit him today. He's okay, but the whole front end of the Anglia is just smashed in there. There's no salvaging the car.
Oh, we got a phone call.
We have Hobson Road, drummer from Hobson Road, Christian. Let's go ahead and gear up and take that call. You answering it? Christian!
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
Doing good.
Oh, yeah, welcome to the Weekly Rapture. I'm sorry we accidentally dropped Benny out of the call.
Benny, we'll add Benny. Yes, this is the Weekly Rapture. It spawned from Exit 92.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the Weekly Rapture only on Exit 92 Radio. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of us before, but we feature independent and unsigned artists, and we basically just give them exposure and, whoa.
Was that Christian?
That was the whole
ordeal.
That was the whole thing.
We gotta get back on air. Is this gonna put us back live? Or are we still live?
Yo.
Hey, buddy, hold on one second. I'm gonna react.
Go.
Okay.
Hey, sorry about that. I guess it dropped.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on your... You are our first official call-in with the phone number. We've had plenty of call-ins on Skype, but like with the phone number, you are our first official call-in, so that's probably why we're having technical difficulties.
Okay.
Okay, so hopefully we can get Solma back in here, our co-host.
Okay, there we go. I'm here.
All right. So who do we have here, bud?
This is Christian from Hobson Road. These these guys killed it last night. They did a couple of covers. They did Pink Floyd and The Killers.
Ooh, what Floyd song?
I fucking can't remember the good one, which they're all good.
I was asking him because I'm sure he would know his set.
Are you talking about the Killers song or what other song?
The Floyd song.
Okay, we did Time by Pink Floyd.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite.
Yeah, it's a sick song.
So your bass player had the clicking going on and everything?
Well, I really just did it on the rails of my drum set, and we did it for a couple bars, and then we went in.
Okay, because I know officially, the official song, it's the bass that's making the thumping sound.
Yeah, it's really trippy. We didn't put too much time into it. No pun intended.
So I think I remember you. Were you wearing the Volcom shirt? And
yeah,
dude. I saw you like when I was in the crowd a couple times, and you just fucking riding that ride and just getting it. Getting it on the drums.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you on the show, man. If you know anybody else who wants to just come on the show, we're really looking for people who have access to like a microphone that's willing to do like a little showcase of their work. Acoustic guitars really work great for the show.
Also, I wanted to ask what kind of setup do you play? Sorry, my bad. I'm just all over the place. I'm just interested in his setup and what he plays. Like, how many toms, what kind of crashes and snares and stuff.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. I originally have like a 7-piece Gretsch Catalina maple kit.
It's okay.
But,
I just want him to talk about it.
But I only use like 4 pieces of it because I'm not really too big on huge pieces of
that's understandable. Every drummer is different. Some of them like playing with huge kits. Some of them like playing with small kits.
Yeah. I'm just the kind of basic necessities.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, look at Travis Barker's kit. It's small as hell, but that man can play.
Yeah, he can wham on it. That dude's a monster.
He said he's a monster.
He is.
Hey, in a good way. Just dude, watch Travis Barker play live.
Oh, have I ever seen him live, or do I ever like look at?
No, I'm telling Hans, whenever he gets a chance to look up videos of his Barker playing his drums live.
Oh,
the dude is an absolute beastly. He's an absolute machine.
Yeah, that dude. I mean, I've watched some of his like tutorials on how he does his warm ups and stuff, and he's just so fluid in like his rudiments and stuff that he can basically just destroy a drum kit with like any drum kit. He doesn't need anything specific or anything.
Oh yeah, dude, and his triplets are amazing.
Oh yeah. He can take a first act drum kit and make it just sound ridiculous.
So, Christian, tell us a little bit about Hobson Road, maybe how long you've been in the band, how it started, and you can lead on to your whole play on, shows, prep, even Jackrabbits, and possibly if you're feeling like it, tell us about the whole run through of the bands, how the set list went, and I think I told you last night. It was my first gig last night, so give us.
So you popped your gig cherry last night.
Popped my gig cherry since high school.
Congratulations, dude! And did you have any stage fright or anything?
Jameson killed that.
Okay, well, just you wait until you get to you eventually get to the day where you can play in front of a crowd of 5,000 to 10,000 people.
Matt.
I will tell you right now that is a surreal experience.
And
it is
all
just
of those
so
people
awesome.
just there to see you.
They're there to. Well, yeah, maybe I get to that point. I'm still even working to the point where I'm just opening for a band that everyone else is waiting for me to get out the way. So
all it takes is the right YouTube video to go viral. That's all it takes for somebody to get famous these days.
Oh yeah. Well, also, but with the bands, he's in his band and he wants to take his bandmates with him. I'm going to tell you right now, from my experience in music and being in a band and playing shows, you got to promote yourself. You got to, every single member of your band has to be willing to put in the time and dedication to put in the footwork.
Yeah. Definitely. So yeah, Christian, do tell us a bit about Hobson Road, its history.
Yeah, for sure.
What kind of music
Let's
is
see.
it?
It's kind of like an alternative, I guess. I guess indie rock.
Yes,
alternative
indie.
rock.
I'm all down
Put
for
it
some
as. We have more of a kind of chill vibe to us, but we can also rock it. But yeah, we started. Let's see. There was originally a keyboard player and another drummer that was in the band before me, and my cousin Ian joined, which is the new keyboard player, and I'm the new drummer. But some stuff went down with that, so Ian joined the band, my cousin, the keyboard player, and then he ended up wanting me to be in the band. So I guess the drummer, some issues were going on with that. So then they knew I could play, so they were like, "Yeah, come on in." So I joined the band about maybe a year ago, somewhere around there. It was a while ago, and so yeah, when I joined the band, it was actually like maybe a couple days before their first gig, and we played at some I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Billy's Boathouse. It's
What
like
is
a
that?
little. It's like a little small bar down at Jack's Beach. It's called Billy's Boathouse. It's like a restaurant/bar.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that was our first gig, and I had to learn all the songs within like 3 days. So that was kind of stressful. But yeah, so that was like our first one, and that's really where it kind of started out for us. And we couldn't really like think of a name, and we were all struggling with that for a couple like months. And then actually, the road that Hunter, the guitar player, and our old bass player James lived on was Hobson Road. So I was driving down the road one day, and I was like, saw the sign, and I was like, hey, why don't we just name it like after the road? And they were all like, yeah, we thought of that before. So
Right on.
So
Yeah,
yeah, we ended up naming it Hobson Road, and it actually kind of stuck. It was a pretty catchy name, so I was like, all right,
Yeah.
that sounds kind of cool.
It's catchy.
Yeah, so yeah, go ahead.
What I did notice is you guys opened up, and I do believe I saw you on guitar, and you sung maybe a song or two. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh, yeah. We like to do this thing. We opened up with When You Were Young by the Killers, and we played a few other songs and a couple of our originals, which our EP with 5 of our originals are coming out September 9th, so basically everywhere, but everywhere like online. But we like to do this thing where we switch up, and because everybody in the band's pretty multi-talented, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And so we did this song called South by this band Hippocampus, where I play the guitar and sing, and our bass player just plays bass, and then my cousin Ian comes from the piano to the drums, and then our guitar player went over to the keyboard. So that was pretty cool, and people really seem to enjoy that kind of stuff.
Oh,
seeing
definitely.
people
That is a
that
big.
can do multiple things.
That is a big draw-in for a band. Many people might know. If you don't, Band of Horses, for example, all interchangeable band members. They'll switch off drums.
Well,
to
yeah,
guitar.
same thing with Tiger Army and AFI.
Tiger Army and AFI. Yeah.
But I actually wanted to ask a question. Between your two bands, being a bass player myself, I'm not like this, but I know many other bass players that are like this. Does your bass player at least know his songs and he's not a complete and utter meathead?
He's a fill-in. You can tell your story on that, because he told me their original bass player went to college.
Oh yeah, James. He was I love him to death. He's an awesome dude. But yeah, he ended up going to college in Georgia. So our buddy Nick was filling for bass, and he's just an absolute monster. Like he slaps that bass real hard.
Oh yeah.
He's an absolute monster. But he had a little bit of time to learn all the songs again, because we had a gig at Dancing in the Streets in Jack's Beach at this little festival that we put on, and he had to fill in for him. But luckily, James came at last minute and played the set, so he didn't really have to do anything. But
Okay, that's good. At least the bass player is competent. Because I've been in bands where the bass player is just an absolute meathead and doesn't know his parts.
Yeah, no, that's not Nick. Nick is a monster.
your guy's fill-in for the bass last night. He seemed pretty cool. He seemed like from what I heard, he was getting it down for short notice.
Oh yeah. He's definitely a solid bass player. He's also a really cool dude. He's a super nice guy. I've known him since like 9th grade in high school. So yeah, he's definitely a really nice dude.
Yeah.
Really
And
good
to every
bass
bass, and to everybody that out there that's listening, it's like, oh, bass is just a lower guitar. No, bass is actually very important. It keeps in time with the drums, so it is a timekeeper, but it's also there to emphasize the low end notes of the guitar.
Yep, fill everything in. Without the bass, it'd just sound really empty.
Exactly. But people are like, oh, bass isn't that important. Are you kidding me? Bass is very important.
Bass is solidity.
And I'm not just saying that because I play bass. No, it's just bass is truly, it's important. It locks everything together because if the drummer ever goes off time, and I know drummers sometimes do that sometimes. Like they'll get thrown off, but they'll listen to the bass and find their place again.
Not having a bass in a rock song is like not having strings or pads in a dubstep song.
Yeah.
There you go. Or not having brass and orchestral music.
Yeah. I basically see it as there's bass players, music, we all enjoy it, but some of us drive more passionately to make it happen. And some people want to do it as a phase where maybe they're feeling confident about their own life. So they say, hey, I'll pick up bass. This is a simple instrument. And they don't see it for how it is. And the thing I hate the most is when I watch a band play and I see a bass player play the exact same thing the guitar player is playing, and it's not emphasizing the true talent
if you're
of the
listening
bass.
to punk, that's understandable.
To an extent. You still have to ride that bass and give it some melody.
Give it a little extra flair, not just copy what the guitarist is doing.
Yeah. You can't be key on, you have to maybe harmonize or deconstruct the song, not in a bad way.
Harmonize a little bit.
Like they take the bass player from Iron Maiden, for example. Oh my God, he is a freaking monster on that thing, on the 4 strings.
With those triplets, he's playing triplets on his bass string with his
And he's all finger picking. That is absolutely crazy. He's like the god of the 4 strings.
So, Christian, if you want to lay it down, last time was my first gig. Also to put in on the interchangeable aspect of band members like you do. I was playing drums for the first 2 songs I did because I joined this band, and it was originally a folk project, so I had to learn the songs really quickly, and I felt like I kind of blew it. So I kind of wanted to do what you guys did and just, since they knew the songs, I wanted to play drums, but I had to wing it. So tell me a little bit. Tell me a little bit the troubles and maybe some pointers and tips about playing gigs.
Okay. Well, like when we do the interchanging, like my cousin Ian, he had played drums even before I even started playing. So he's like always had the basic kind of understanding of drums. So he's definitely solid on that. But like he picked up piano like a while after he was playing drums, and he just really stuck to that. So it's all about like, I guess, like multi talents, because when you're a real musician, you can't really just stick to, I guess, one instrument,
No.
Like you got, like I'm a drummer, but I also play guitar and bass and a little bit of piano, and of course I sing. But yeah, it's really good to have a good set of people that really love music, and they really like to just go and try to break out of their comfort zone and try other things. So that's what we were.
Being multi-instrumental is always a good thing.
Yeah. It comes in handy, and plus, like you were saying, people really love to see people like show off other talents. Like,
yeah, definitely, it's
really enjoyed that. The musical
the aspect of it when when you are this is your aspiration. You have people who work, their regular shift jobs, and even though they do that, they're not fully pursuing themselves to what they want to do, which is play music, but they make their own time to fit it in. And you have, maybe I consider you work hard as you work to play your music, so
Definitely.
And the aspect of that, you come along and you begin to find out truly how it's not just music, it is an art itself. It's your passion, and you're deriving, maybe some feelings built up inside of you, and you get to let it out on this canvas in people's ears.
Definitely.
All
That's like,
in their ear holes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely what most of my writing comes. Like, we were gonna play this last song, or like second to last song, but before they cut us kind of short on time. It was called "Stay With Me," and it's part of our 5-song EP. It's actually out right now, only on SoundCloud, because we just wanted to give them a little taste of what else was going to be on the EP. But yeah, like when I wrote that song, I was just like, you can't really like describe how you're feeling to people, because sometimes they'll just think that like either you're weird or
sappy.
Yeah, what you're going through is not something big. But when you put it down on like a piece of paper and you put chords to it, and then you sing it every time, and people start knowing the lyrics and stuff, it really just like amazes me.
They get it by then.
Yeah, then it's like it's kind of how a song just tells a story, and it's like, that's
definitely.
Like, that's why I love music, or that's why I love music so much, because it's just something you can let all your feelings out and frustrations and stuff just
for
onto
sure.
a song.
To relate to that, most of my songs, I know some, like the third song I played, Ain't Got No Money, I got a little bit of recognition on that, but, we had to fill in this 45-minute gap, and I didn't even want to do the cover song at the end, but the song right before the cover, my song Scorn, I received the most recognition for that, and people, I think they liked it because they could tell, maybe, I hope that they heard and they saw, what I maybe had gone through and felt whenever I sung that song.
Yeah, definitely.
Were you around to catch any of the Pinecone Shake set?
Yeah, I was watching y'all. Let's see, I came because I was outside, and then I came in probably around 3 or 4 songs before y'all ended.
So yeah,
when you were singing.
Yeah, you probably caught Scorn. It was more of our like post-hardcore style.
Oh yeah, when you like when I said you sounded like the guy from All Get Out, the lead singer Nathan.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, I still have to check them out.
Yeah, that dude has the same exact, like, when he sings his songs. I saw him live when he went on acoustic tour with Aaron Gillespie and some other guy.
Right
but,
on.
Yeah, Aaron Gillespie's the ex-drummer for,
yeah,
I guess they now back
solid.
Yeah, he's a solid dude. But I went to see them at Murray Hill, and this dude Nathan came out, and I had never even heard of him. I thought he was a local, but I guess not. And he just started singing, and the passion that he put into his songs and just what they were about was just ridiculously amazing. Like I was blown away by this dude's voice and the passion that he had behind it. Like that's what kind of reminded me last night when you were singing. I was like, oh, dude, this dude's killing it. Like he's really feeling what he's singing. So
preach,
I definitely get you for that, man.
Yeah, it just came to thought of mind. I don't know if a whole lot of people know him. I recently haven't even listened to him that much, but back in the day, one of my friends have actually showed me this band called Bright Eyes.
Yeah.
The dude, he puts it all into it, and you hear the pain in it, and it's not something to be proud of. I understand it, but it takes a lot out of a man for him to lay it all out there, especially when he's not doing it for vanity.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's like, it's just certain people don't really have I wouldn't say the guts, but they just don't really like to open up to people about what they're going through. And stuff.
They'd rather keep it hidden.
Yeah, but that's just that's people's that's people's personalities, I guess you could say. And they don't really know how to put it out to people, or how they're just afraid of how they're going to react, so they go and put it in a song. And I've seen multiple artists, when they sing the songs, that they're like, it's either about depression or what they're going through. Like, you could just see, like, when they're singing it, it's like they definitely mean, and they're definitely showing, like, what they're going through was just really hard to them, or what it meant to them. And I really admire that about artists when they do that.
Yeah, you can tell when someone's doing a run through, or when they're trying to let people know, you know, it's not all gravy. You know, this is what's going on, or maybe it is, and you know, there's a different spectrum on the other side of the field where my life is fucking awesome, and I want you to feel this feeling, whether bad or good. I'm putting it out here for you to subject to your own mind and consciousness. You know, it's that sort of thing. Real quick, because I know you said you had to bowl. It's like 2 minutes to 9. If you don't mind, if you have anything we could play.
Yeah, that's something I was wanting to ask you. You mentioned that you had a 5-song EP out on SoundCloud, and I'm always looking for new music to add to the rotation. And if your music is, you know, like if it's like expressively the rights of you guys, you know, I wouldn't mind playing the songs, you know, in my show, putting it in the rotation.
Yeah, definitely. We're actually releasing the EP on September 9th, so the whole thing's not out right now. But our song, we have 2 songs on SoundCloud, but the one that I wrote was called "Stay With Me," and that one's exclusively on SoundCloud. And I think y'all would really like that song.
"Stay With Me." We're going to play that song tonight. And
yeah,
also,
I'm gonna download and play that song as soon as you get off the call here. I'll play "Stay With Me," so that way, you know, anybody who's listening, they can get a sample of what kind of music you guys make. I'll put a link back to you in the chat room here.
Definitely, man, definitely. And we also have Bo. That's out on like Apple Music and everything else, but it's also on SoundCloud. And I think what we're doing is we're bringing back like older kind of styles of music. Like my cousin, he has a killer organ solo in that, and I think it's just a really kind of darkish song, and people have really reacted to that one too. So I mean, either one, if y'all want to play, that'd be awesome, man.
For sure. Yeah, also, you know, I messaged you, so you have my Facebook. You did say you appreciated the song you heard. Luckily, you didn't hear the whole set because, you know, I had to wing it and learn songs really quick. But I'm interested in booking shows with Hobson Road, and you guys just hit me up when you guys are ready to play a show. And I know you're down to make people feel some type of way, quote unquote.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, let's. I'm ready. I'm ready to do that. You guys got it in you. Y'all, I'm not gonna discredit you. You guys aren't horribly young or horribly old, and you are in that right state where if y'all stick to it, you've got a direction to go where it can go somewhere.
And also your music is not available for download on SoundCloud.
Can you just play it though?
I mean, I can play it. I have to change some sound settings.
Right on.
But all right, I'll have to look into that.
Yeah, the downloads are not enabled on your SoundCloud links, but if they were enabled, I would download both of these songs. So if you
here, hold on, real quick. I might be able to make it happen.
If you have access to the SoundCloud account, you can always just go to the song, click edit or whatever, and then turn downloads on.
Okay. So do you want me to do that, or is there another way that you could play it without?
I can just play it this time, but I do want you to turn the downloads on, so that way I can download it and get it in the rotation.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. I'll have my guitar player do that. I think he runs the SoundCloud.
Because after each show, a song list is compiled at the right. There's 2 separate tabs, one for chat and one for song list. And you can go back and you can you click on whatever song that you want to hear, and it'll take you to that exact point in the show where that song was played.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'll definitely have to tell him about that.
But yeah, we're definitely interested in getting whatever songs you want to send us. I really trust Donnie's judgment here. You know, I haven't heard any of your songs, your stuff yet, but whenever we listen to this, stay with me here in a few minutes. Obviously, I will, but you know, I really trust his judgment. So I would be more than happy to get your guys' stuff on the rotation. And whenever your 5-song EP comes out, I would definitely love to get you guys on the show to talk about it, and you know, maybe do a little bit more in-depth interview with maybe you and your band. We do have the live phone number set up here, so that way, you know, everybody can call in, you know, different phone lines. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, of course, man. That sounds great. We'd love to do that.
But anyways, it was nice chatting with you. Did you have any final thoughts or anything that you wanted to share with us? Maybe some advice that you could give to people who are new into you know, getting started into music and stuff, and that want to get started in it, and you know, haven't really taken that first step yet.
Yeah, I just like to say, just stick to what you feel like that you love. Like, don't change for anybody else. Don't do what everybody else is doing. Just do what you do. Like, that's the most important part. Like how we were saying, expressing your emotions through music. That's definitely one thing that I'm like most about. That you should really do that and just stick to what you do and don't change it for anything. And when you get out there and gig, no matter who's in the audience or what's happening, just, you know, pour everything that you got into it, and you'll be good.
Yep, definitely. Don't ever half-ass your shows. Don't ever half-ass your music, because you know, if you don't go out there and give your all, give your 100%, people are going to be able to tell. Like,
yeah, that's right.
People are going to be able to tell. They're going to be like, he's not even trying.
Yeah, I broke luck with last night. I did try my all. I tried my damnedest, and you know, it was the first show, so I get the slide on that. And I wasn't expecting any feedback really, because people would rather not be honest and tell you suck, and just be like, you're all right, and you can hear it in people. But surprisingly, people a lot of good feedback, surprisingly. But in the meantime, I will be keeping in touch with you guys. Pinecone Shake, we're working hard on our music. Gonna get the set list solid, and you guys hear of a show, vice versa. If we get anything lined up, we'll contact you. I would look forward to you contacting us if you have a show in mind and you need someone to fill in for the bill. Just give me a shout, and I will keep in touch with you.
Yeah, of course, man. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, like you were saying, vice versa. It works either way.
Yeah, and make sure you go and check out, you know, the Weekly Rapture Facebook page. Give us a like, and you know, let you know whenever shows are. We generally try to do shows on Thursdays and Saturdays at 7 p.m.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good, man. Thank you guys again for having me.
All right.
No problem, man. Anytime.
Our pleasure.
Yeah. All right. Y'all have a good one.
All right. Have a good night, Christian.
Okay, we love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was Christian from Hobson Road. We do not have the songs downloaded, but, you know, we will give it a play. We're going to give it a music break, if you will.
Yeah, so if Benny, if you're still there with us, I'm not sure what you're doing, but if you're still there with us, you know, don't say anything. because the music is going to come out of the same channel that you are. So here we go. We got Hobson Road. Name of the song is Stay With Me.
This is requested by a Christian, and this is a song he personally wrote himself. And these guys are solid.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something to pick you up, this is one of those songs, let alone one of those bands. I cannot stress enough. I'm not going to boast about myself to catch me, but do definitely catch Hobson Road if you do see them in your area and you have time to make it to a show. Anyways, Hobson Road, Stay With Me.
Enjoy.
has stained my lips. Now I'm bound by your love. Stay with me. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me tonight. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me tonight until I close my eyes for good. Stay with me. I miss your voice whispering through the glass. So I'll just stand here and wait for time to pass. White walls never led me to believe that you would stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me tonight. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me tonight. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me tonight. Won't you stay with me? Stay with me tonight until I close my eyes for good. Stay with me.
That last song was Stay With Me by Hobson Road, and this is Foe.
Plastic smile, poured me a drink, sang me a song. Next thing I knew, I was in love. I don't think I'll ever feel that good again. No, I won't never feel that way again. She took me back and laid me down, made me forget she was just in town. In the morning she was gone, never again would I hear her song. Now the night is filled with silence, but now I feel so violent. I'm all alone and there's no way to hide it. All I can do is just think about it. You were never the backup plan, always the first one on my mind. But you brought me to the edge of the world to find that I have lost all my time. That I have lost all my time.
And we are back to the Weekly Rapture only on Exit 92 Radio. So I'm all by myself because Benny is not here. And Donnie's back.
That was Hobson Road, the first song, personally written by Christian, if I'm correct. It was Stay With Me, and the second song was Foe, and he had just informed me, as he did on his little interview we had, his EP is going to be released September 9th. It's going to be on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, etc., Bandcamp, all the good stuff. And, he said he enjoyed the opportunity to be on the air, which is always good. And you can catch him and Hobson Road and me on stage, possibly in the future, coming to a venue near me. Other than that, where the hell is quote unquote fucking Vinny? Because it's the weekend.
I have a link to Hobson Road in the chat there, so anybody who's listening can see that. It'll be permanently in the chat forever.
Yes.
So all of the Rolling Rock is gone.
And we have a nice little pyramid here.
Nice little Rolling Rock pyramid, as always.
Yeah. Having a little trouble with my other two members. The third of the band for Pinecone Shake is here. Me, myself, and I.
Reed.
A little slight lingering over the edge of drunk, not gonna lie. That buzz to drunk notion is kicking in.
You gonna be able to drive?
Yeah. This Callahan, that just fucked my response up. This is Hilliard, but it's all good in the hood.
In the Hilliard hood.
We get Benny on the line?
I don't know where Benny's at. He said BRB a few minutes ago, and then he just kind of disappeared, and
He said he'll come back on.
He said BRB, and then he said stuff after that, so I assumed he was back, but I guess he's not here anymore. I don't know where he went. Just like fucking Benny.
Just like Benny. Just like Josh. Just Liz. Hopefully he got his card back. He left an open tab at Jack Rapids, so he had to show up there. He was thinking that he would come here. I don't know if it was persuade me.
He might be in jail.
No. I've gotten out of jail recently. It's not a fun place to be.
You want to have a little jam session, man?
Jammy slammy.
I like to jam. Maybe I can throw you some chords and you can put some shit behind it.
I can do some lead. You do something solid. And
I can do some chords. I need my pick. Where's my pick? That's not...
There's this pick.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I like my green pick. Where's that?
Alright, pick it. I can use the other one. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I can use that one. We're doing the Dunlop. They're both Dunlop.
See this, but this
mine's
one
just
is,
the Turtle Max.
This one's thinner.
Or the Tortex. My bad.
This is a .88 millimeter, and it's got these little.
It's got the grip on it.
It's got the grip on it.
It's max grip. Is this a? There's.
It's a.
For you guys who don't know, this is a 88 millimeter pick. It goes pretty high. I think anyone in the chat can mistake me if I'm wrong. The highest pick millimeter I've seen is probably a 1 millimeter. It's you play bass, you got some thick strings, you want to be able to strum them puppies. But yeah, I go with an 88 to a 1. I like the flexibility because I like to strum out all the different strings. But
I want us to do a live Happy Trails at the end of the episode. At the end of the episode here, and the chord progression for this basically goes. yeah, that was like the chord progression for Happy Trails. There's words behind it too. I want you, whenever we go to exit out the show, I'm going to sing Happy Trails, and I want you to play this chord progression. Maybe you could throw additional chord progressions.
Yeah,
but,
I can do that.
But like the words are Happy Trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, 'cause you were my best friend.
We're still live?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're live!
We've been live.
And Benny is not live. You guys, we're pretty much winging it right now. Is there any even people in the chat?
No, man, there ain't nobody in the chat.
Are we solo dolo?
I don't know, man.
Check it out.
Are we still what?
Is there anybody like in the chat right now?
Well, there's nobody in the chat. See, here's the chat over here. Well, we've had 28 listens since we've been live.
So no one's listening right now.
There could be people listening. There could not be people listening. But even some of our listens, a lot of the people that are listening don't comment in the chat.
So you have no way of telling if anyone's listening right now? Oh, man, that
kind of sucks.
Yeah, it does suck.
But it's all good.
If you are listening, say something in the chat. If you aren't, or even if you are listening and you don't say anything in the chat, you're a tool.
You could probably play that song a lot better than I can.
Alright, it's Smorgy Borgy. He can text me back, but he can't answer my damn calls.
Yeah.
Oh, man. People these days.
People.
People. People. Talking about people. myself and getting out. Maybe I'll sit back for a while. Listen for a little bit of while. No one even calls home. When all alone, should've known, I should've known you'd go to the better one, to the better one, to I hope you're safe, close a little bit, cause little sitting down on the run. Someone knows down the line where you can find. Skibbity Sky.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tyler is back!
Yo.
And the beer, the Rolling Rock is all gone. Tyler is back, but the Rolling Rock is gone.
Yeah, you look like the fucking Rolling Rock is
The Rolling Rock is gone. So, we had a live band while you were gone.
They already came and left?
Well, the rest of his band
Had never showed up.
There being no shows.
So check it out, he's a one-man band.
Yeah.
We got a third of the band here.
He messaged me. He said he's on his way back. I said, stop being a little bitch.
How long was that? How long ago was that?
That was like 8 minutes ago. And then I caught him.
Tell him I've been here, went to St. Mary's, got some booty, and came back.
You feel better now?
Yeah, bro. That was a release.
She never called me back.
Oh, yeah, I know. I got there. She was asleep. She was in bed.
Did she tell you to fuck her like one of your French girls?
Huh?
Did she tell you to fuck her like one of your French girls?
Bro, I seen a meme on Facebook. It was a little duck laying down, and it says, "Draw me like one of your French girls."
Caught again. After he said what to me, telling him stop being a little bitch.
So,
he didn't answer, so I'm saying point.
Will those
proven.
strings work for your shit?
Yeah, man, I'm gonna put them on my electric guitar.
When I bought them, I think I paid like $20 for those strings, dude.
They bend really easy.
Which
you know,
ones?
you can be like these.
Those ones.
Are they good? Yeah.
They good
I'm gonna put them on my electric
yeah.
ones.
I wouldn't put that on your electric.
Yeah, those were.
These are
the guy
acoustic
said
strings.
those were best for acoustic.
These are acoustic strings.
Hey man, I'm just going by what Benny said. Benny said I need to put the light strings on my electric so that way it makes it easier to bend.
I'd go.
And those
slinks.
Are those heavy?
No, they're not heavy. These are regular. You can get super slinks.
I want to get light ones so that way I can bend them
Now
easier.
these are light gauge.
Yeah. You can bend these, but you want to bend these because if you put these on your electric, it's not gonna sound good.
Okay. Well then
because
I'll put
of
them
the
on
pickups.
I'll put them on the acoustic.
And as you can tell, I've never even used that guitar.
It looks like you need a new set of strings.
Yeah. Those are good strings though. They still ring like a bell. Those are elixirs.
See a guitar from
Nano Web.
If I'm positive, that's the one that I've never even opened yet.
It looks like you've never even opened it.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna use the fuck out of it.
Oh, dude, it works. That shit polishes the fuck out your guitar, man.
You've seen this?
But, dude, make sure, I mean, I know a lot of people know how to use polishes and shit. Make sure you do that right or it'll make your guitar all greasy if you don't, if you don't do it right.
A little bit goes a long ways.
Yeah.
So you got anything else tonight, man, or are you ready to call it quits?
I'll play a song. Yeah, we are live.
We have been live. We've just gotten to the point where we've already kind of like exhausted everything that we were going to talk about and whatnot.
Benny's gone.
Benny's not even around. I don't even know where Benny went. Fucking Benny.
Yeah. Do want to get it cut off of play some Honey Chamber.
Some what?
Honey Chamber.
What is that?
It was the last band that played last
So you
night.
haven't told about anything?
We've talked about a lot of
shit.
So, how about talk about this statement? Marilyn Manson made a statement yesterday. He's done with the music business.
Oh, God.
Yeah, because fuck the music industry.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, Marilyn Manson done with music.
Period.
Oh, you got to play that song that you sang earlier.
I will do that. Do I need to do that, and then we do
Happy Trails?
Honey Chamber song, and then Happy Trails?
That's fine.
Alright.
You look gone.
I'm so good.
Sorry about that, guys. I had to walk my friends out.
Welcome back, fucking Benny.
Dude, I had to walk my friends out. I told you I'd be right back.
You missed our awesome jam session.
Sorry about that.
Well, it's okay because Donnie's about to play another song for us.
Cool.
What's the name of this song, Donnie?
Sorry I headed off. Sorry I was gone for a little while.
Bro, I gotta borrow your shitter.
Go ahead, bro.
This song.
I don't shit at bitches' houses.
So yeah, but no, did the rest of the guys come over?
No.
Yeah, man, they already came over and left. You missed them.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, I could always go back and re-listen to the show. I'm still sorry. I'm very sorry about that, guys.
I'm just kidding.
You
They
couldn't
never
do
came
that
over.
if it wasn't a lie.
They didn't come over.
He texted me. He said, "We're now just getting back." So I called him again, and he didn't answer. So in response to that, I said, "Stop being a little bitch." And then he texted me back, and he said, "What?" And then I called again, and no answer. So then in response to that, I texted, "Point proven."
Also, I was gonna say, Hans, do your camera thingy.
Yeah.
The camera thingy didn't work.
Try it.
Oh, that camera thingy.
Put our face
Yeah, the
on it.
Skype camera thingy, so I can
There we
watch.
go. Make our shit bigger.
So yes, but no, I am still sorry that I had to step away.
How do you mean
But I did
alright?
get some
Let's
good, but I
figure
did,
it over here.
but I did get some, some good insight and stuff from your friend that called in.
Yeah, it was good to hear from him. Listeners, no listeners, we don't know.
We
Unless
just do us.
Unless you know, Benny, if there's a way to see who's listening right now.
Well, there's 28 plays since we went live. I mean, it doesn't matter, man.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. It's good.
Honestly, I don't give a crap if nobody's listening.
I don't give
you
a
know?
damn.
I don't give a lovely
Because when we're broadcasting, it's guy time.
It's our time.
It's our time.
This is our radio wave.
Oh,
signals.
dude, you were set up perfectly to do it. You had the perfect Goonies moment, and you wasted it.
Did I?
Yeah, you're like this. You could have been like, "This is our time, our time. Their time's out there. Our time's right here."
Yeah.
Okay, well, our time's right here.
The Rolling Rock's gone.
The Rolling Rock is gone. All of it.
Well, at least you guys had fun.
Getting it.
Alright, so let's hear that song, man.
We're
Oh,
gonna,
wait, should we wait on Tyler?
We can wait on Tyler.
He said he had to go visit my shitter.
Donnie, I have a quick request. I wanted to know if you knew how to play something in particular.
I told you earlier, I'm not good with song requests, but
Oh no, I know, but maybe this one might be one that you might know because it is a good song.
What'd it be?
"Last Dance with Mary Jane," Tom Petty.
Oh shit, my band was actually working on covering that.
I grew up in the every bit of town, had a good looking mom, that never was around. She grew up tall and she grew up proud. Girls on them Indiana nights. Last dance with Mary Jane. It's time to kill the pain.
Last dance, Mary Jane.
No, you should seriously. No, dude, we should seriously throw Boo Bear a bone and have him play the harp on that song for that song with them.
Dude, I bet
Boo
you
Bear
can
is
do it too.
He can.
Boo Bear rips it up on the harp.
He's got them fucking chops. Comes in on that harmonica like a train.
Oh hell yeah, dude! And his voice—he's got like the perfect cadence for blues. He's an old blues soul.
Yes.
Definitely.
But no, I don't remember if we asked or not, but do you do solo stuff or you only work with your band?
I played some of my solo stuff. I don't have any solo stuff where I have my own lyrics written. To say for input, like last night's show, I opened up with 2 of their songs that I bombed. I even bombed one of my songs, but it was like my most recent songs. The 2 last songs, or the first, 2 last songs I completely nailed because they're my songs and I've completely learned them.
Oh yeah, well, and another thing is like if you're practicing with your band song, you have to have band practice as often as possible. Practice until those songs are like breathing.
Yeah,
It's like I still to this day I still have the set list from my band Never Dead ingrained into my brain, and when I pick up my guitar I end up blowing. But I use the whole set as a quick practice, like a warm up.
Right on. Yeah, we practice about 4 out of 5 days throughout the week, and
Okay, is it always the same songs every time?
as of now, I have created some songs, and they have too. At first, I was playing drums for 2 of their songs since I didn't know them, and I played drums, and then out of nowhere, like a week before the show, he's just like, you should just learn our songs. You should learn the lyrics and learn how to play it. And I'm like, alright, I guess I'm up for it.
Okay. Would you say you're a drummer first, guitar player second?
Definitely guitar player first.
Okay. I'm just asking because I know some drummers that are drummers first and guitar players second, and vice versa.
Are y'all doing
and
any
hello,
of
green shirt.
What songs?
Any of Joey's songs?
No.
Oh, we got the Zoidberg in the background. Why not Zoidberg?
You know what I was talking about.
Yeah, we actually started playing drums before I played guitar, but guitar was what I pursued first, as far as actually getting into it.
And this is my guitar.
Yeah.
It's a nice one. There are actually guitars like that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there's just guitars that are just a neck.
Yeah, and the top is,
But no, I wanted to say this with the caller, but I had to walk my friends out. But I wanted to, but at least I can get your guys' opinion. Would you say that there's 2 different types of people out there? People, because he was mentioning this, that there's people that learn guitar as a fad and kind of as a small hobby, and then there's people like us that obsess over every little detail.
Definitely. I was saying that for a bass statement, but it works as a guitar too.
It works for anything, drummer, guitar, band,
for
music in general.
You can be 25 and have a 16-year-old girl mentality and try to do it for a fad.
Yeah, no.
For sure.
I will say I grew up. I got my first drum set when I was 5. And I'm hellacious on the drums, and I've tried, to learn the acoustic guitar, and for me, that's like learning some kind of Asian version of math. I can't get it down.
Yeah.
I think that's because you're a drummer. You like keeping count. You keep tempo. That's what you do. And then when you're with the guitar, there's no way to keep tempo without a drum unless you're playing with a metronome.
Yeah, see, even Jacob here, he's tried teaching me songs on the acoustic, and I just can't get it down, man.
And that's okay. There's some instruments that people just can't seem to wrap their head around.
But I can play a grand piano. That fucking baffles me. So I know it's not my fingers.
No, it's just a mindset for the guitar. I'm not. It's a lot of mathematics. Because if you really think about it, like with drums, bass, guitar, anything, there's mathematics to it. 1, 2, like triplets, paradiddles, the different type of beats. It's all, you can translate it into mathematics, because of counting, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, triplet, it's just different, it's just very mathematical. And that's one reason why I love music. Because I love math and I can just see the mathematical concepts behind it.
I like the fact that you mentioned that you had a question for the caller, because I did have something I was going to mention that got lost in translation. being as a musician, as he was saying, you know, when you really get into it and you're inspired, just as when you get deeper down the road, you become interchangeable with different instruments. And I've seemed to find that if I'm around a drum set and I'm able to play one, of course I will play one. I do love drums as much as I love guitar. Maybe the ability to learn it, I don't have it all fully in me. But the point being is, when I play drums, it works in this way where if I play drums, it will help me become better with, like you say, mathematical patterns as far as my strumming techniques and rhythm in guitar. You know, I will pick out single notes differently or even whole chords in strumming transition.
Oh yeah, you know, because there's different strumming patterns. You know, strumming patterns are endless. You can come up with any strumming pattern you want. Another
play
thing
drums
that
on guitar with your strumming patterns.
Yeah.
well, I'm just saying, but with like guitar and drums, you can get those different skills. And just like guitar, just the drums is all in the wrist.
Wouldn't that be considered
One thing that-
busking or busker? Is that what they call it?
That's whenever you
Huh?
use, like, you take a guitar. It's like when you take a guitar on the street and you're trying to get money. It's like, that's busking.
Oh, that's a busker.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
thinking
but,
of when they play the guitar and they slap it.
but
make it
I'm
sound like
sure,
drums and
Yeah.
What I'm trying to remember, what's his name in the green shirt again?
Justin.
I'm bad with names. Justin, I'm sure you would agree with me though that playing drum. There's the two things the one thing that drums and guitar have in common is it's all in the wrist.
It's all in the wrist. It's
When you
all in
strum,
the
it's
wrist.
all in the wrist. One thing that
See-
bothers me when I see people playing guitar when they're using their whole arm. You're
Yeah,
not supposed
see-
to use your arm; it's your
Well,
wrist.
when I drum, I'm pretty much using every muscle in my body.
Yeah, you
Oh yeah,
put-
but I'm just
put
talking
everything
like for
into it.
rolls and stuff. It's not your arms; it's your wrists that
just
do like
like-
drum.
If
That
you
do
will,
like drum
I
rolls and stuff.
Give my arms and my hands and wrists a mind of their own. Because if you're a drummer, same way with guitars, you can't be stiff. You can't
Oh
be
yeah,
stiff.
you gotta be loose. And you drummers are on a whole nother level because your hands are doing one thing while your feet are doing completely something different, and your left hand and your right hand could be doing two different things while your left foot's working the hi hat and you're working the bass with your right.
Now,
And you're just doing four different things at once. That just blows my
The
mind.
best way I could describe it is, are you familiar with Godsmack?
Of course.
All right, their drummer Shannon. That's the type of drummer I am.
Huh?
Like, have you watched his drummer Shannon? The style of drummer he is.
Yeah.
That's the best thing I can compare myself to. Loose. He's completely loose.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
very like Corey Taylor
Yeah.
from Slipknot.
Oh, dude, with his singing, he's all over the place.
I
Dude, I've actually met Corey. He's actually a really nice guy.
what? Yeah, dude's tight.
Because I don't know if Jacob ever, I'm not tooting my own horn, but when I have very good insight into the musical world, because I've played with, The Game, Panic at the Disco, Shiny Toy Gun, Steel Panther, Little John, Stray Dogs, Madsen, Casualties from New York.
I had a Mad Sin shirt back in the day.
Huh?
I said I had a Mad Sin shirt back in the day.
It was playing their show was amazing. Playing that show was amazing, and and that was the biggest show I played. That was the last show I played before the drummer and the guitar player split on me, and we were gonna get signed by Coffin Case, but they split, and the
Coffin
rug was
Cases
pulled
are
out from under us, and nothing happened.
One day I'll own a coffin case.
Dude, I have a Coffin Case, dude. For $120 to $150, you will not go wrong.
No, it's a bed.
That
for
thing
your-
has been
it's a bed for
chucked
your
into the back
guitar.
of the van and thrown around, and it's still good.
Yeah. I guess I'll get this song rolling for whoever, maybe anybody listening.
Hey, we're listening. That's all that matters, right?
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah, get the song going, and
It's
then
gonna-
we're gonna play Happy Trails.
You want to do Honey Chamber then Happy Trails?
Sure.
All right, we'll do that. This song is I Ain't Got No Money. Did it last night. It's one of my songs. I know it sounds funny, but we'll be alright. You just keep running and I'll just keep watching. See if I catch you if your legs get tired. Speak like it's truthful, think your eyes will be useful. But that's not the case, no, not tonight. We think a lot, we cry a lot, we watch the innocent dialogue, believe the thoughts, wipe tears off, caught and taught their ways of thinking, unlearned errors. Now we're bringing in our revolt. We're bringing in our revolt. Bringing in our revolt. Scratched out your eyes because you don't want to see me. That didn't help because I know you still hear me in the back of your mind. Our voices merge while you're leaving. Maybe you're scared, so you keep on repeating the same thing that put you in the spot you're at now. Same thing that I tried to save you from. Same thing I'm still suffering from. Why can't we trust no one when someone does us wrong? Lies keep your game feeling fun, but once you've won, you lost your happiness. Lies keep your game feeling fun, but once you won, you lost your happiness. You've had secrets, now the regrets. You can't keep these feelings suppressed. You have to live on the run. You'll come back when I'm long and gone. When the fine has finally come and someone else comes along, I think I'll tell her this. I say, won't you listen? Will you miss? I ain't got no money, but don't worry, honey. I know it sounds funny, but we'll be alright. You just keep running and I'll just keep watching. See if I catch you when your legs get tired. Speak like it's truthful, think your lies will be useful. That's not the case, no, not tonight. Well, that's not the case, no, not tonight. Messed up a little bit on the end, but that's the song.
Hey, but that's what you do when you play live. You play through it.
Play through it.
I just wanted to let you know that we went into the living room and listened to the stream on my phone and the volumes and stuff. That's what we were checking.
Just now.
That's why we left and we came back because I turned it down just a little bit.
While I was at homegirl's house, I tuned in live to listen, and I called him out of the room to tell him that the amp being so loud was giving interference.
Definitely, yeah, cool deal.
But right now, when he lowered it, we went out there to listen to it. Fucking perfect
Clear.
now.
Okay, yeah.
But no, dude, is there any more to that song, like drums, bass, or is it just guitar right now?
Yeah,
drums and bass.
I sing it completely different. It's a lot more raspier. Jacob is here to tell you.
Yeah, he sang it the first way, man. And I was like, hey, dude, you got to keep it in consideration. I have neighbors.
Yeah. So when I sing it, I do a little bit of screaming. It's got some rasp in it, and I also sing it.
Oh yeah, well I can tell that you were holding back because that song sounds like it's supposed to be a lot more emotional.
Yeah, it is definitely a lot more emotional. There's a lot of scratch in my voice.
Because he did that concert last night.
Yeah, I wasn't able to fully do it when I even did it the first time. And Jacob's like, you sound like you're straining a little bit. And I'm like, yeah, that show did a number on my chords.
Yeah, no, you tried doing You tried doing 3 shows back to back to back within 3 days. Dude, my voice was completely gone. I couldn't speak. That's how much I had to sing.
I was like, hey man, don't bullshit it, but just play a little bit softer and just sing it, at a softer octave.
Yeah, we were.
Oh no, but I was thinking you could have two different versions of that song. You could have the normal version, and then you can kind of have like that
The
slower,
acoustic
kind of
version.
groovy,
Yeah, definitely,
kind
yeah.
of easy listening version.
Yeah.
Like you could play the one with like the electric guitar, and then you could play the other one with the acoustic.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
and you
that's,
could video both of them, put both of them on YouTube. That's great.
that's
marketing.
what it is. I mean, for sure. Yeah, it's an octave higher when I sing it on stage, and yeah, it's different. Like you said, there's. It's not that I lacked emotion just then per se, but
Oh no, I still felt the emotion, but at certain
Yeah.
parts, I felt like you wanted just to scream them out, like
I
you're
did.
screaming at
It
somebody.
takes a lot to hold back that, but you know,
I'm just saying,
never
man.
consideration.
I'm just saying, man. You can fucking play the guitar, and if you started making YouTube videos, you would blow up, and you have a beard.
Have a
Beards
beard.
are in right.
Hey, no! Why don't we try to sponsor him? Why doesn't he become an Exit 92, star?
Because I mean, I would love to get you on here for every show, but you just seem to have such a busy life.
Well, I meant like in
busy
his music.
schedule.
I meant with his music career.
Like, dude, I would love to.
We
have
talked
you on
about that
the show.
earlier. I actually want to go in business as far as starting a record label, and I want that to tie in with a radio station, which is formed right now. You know.
So why don't you make the YouTube videos and link them into this, and then it'll blow both y'all up.
Dude,
Yeah.
or you could post it on your YouTube, and then you could just be all, like, send me the video, and I could post it on the Exit 92
Yeah.
radio
But
YouTube
think about
as well.
it, if he links it on YouTube, people on YouTube will be able to see where his main page is, and then they'll tune in to 92, Exit 92,
yeah.
and that's a win for both of y'all.
Yeah, there's gonna be some synergy being formed for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm
Also
telling
that
you,
actually
all
we got a triple whammy with this
all
because
of these hundreds of bands that are forming all around Jacksonville and whatnot
But
right now,
but
they
we actually
need
got
to
to
get in contact with me,
Yeah.
and they need to like I mean, I know that I'm not going to be able to get all the bands, but like whatever bands are struggling and having hard times, they need to get in contact with me so that way like all the bands, they can find other music that they enjoy,
And not
and
only
then the
that-
fans of all the bands, they could find other music that they enjoy as well, and they can help out the local scene. That's what this is all about. Is
And not
helping
only
out the
Oh
locals.
You
yeah,
gotta think-
and what I mean, also what I was gonna say is like we kind of have like a triple good thing going here is because like we scratch his back, we scratch his, he scratches ours, but with the record label as well, that means Jacob, you can start trying to get out there,
Not
Blue
to
Bear can start
mention
trying
the
to get out there,
confidence
I
level
can start
booster.
trying to send in music.
And you gotta think, these bands come on Exit 92 radio, it's an internet radio, but you gotta think, them coming on there, it's gonna build their confidence tremendously and help them become a better musician. They're gonna
Oh,
sound
hell
better,
yeah.
they're gonna play better.
Yeah, you got to
It's
pop
not-
that interview
Yeah.
cherry.
Yeah,
It's,
it
well,
does.
and it's not easy, and it's not easy to be a musician because a lot of people put
Fuck
you
No,
down.
it's not. Hell no.
Yeah, like I went to my grandparents the other week. He's just like, "You still messing with music?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm in a band. We got some shows coming." He's like, "There's no money in that." I'm like, "I don't give a fuck about money.
No,
I'm doing this
I-
because this is truly my passion and desire to do this."
See,
I'm like,
I
if I'm
don't
not
know-
making, if I'm spending money and not making money, I'm doing what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Uh,
not
well,
about the money.
I actually came up through the opposite. Everyone in my family's musical. I've been supported and everything, but the thing that I've seen is like, oh, I've heard that sounds like this band, this sounds like that band, and it kind of puts you down because you don't want to sound like anybody. You want to try to find your own essence. It's like so it's kind of it's kind of a blow when you hear, oh, dude, that's when you wrote an original song and like, oh, that sounds like like a punk song from some other band. I'm
sure.
like, oh, but I don't want to sound like them. I want to sound like me.
Yeah, definitely.
There's only so many chords in the that you can use.
I guess I could do another song. We could do Honey Chamber. This one's definitely gonna lack emotion because I screamed the most on this song, but I can do it.
No, dude, don't put yourself down. Just put yourself in the right
Alright.
mindset. And the thing is, if you're gonna try to do an acoustic version, you might have to tweak the way it's played a little.
No, it plays the same, but yeah, there's a little bit of tweaking. I played it acoustic, but I can do it.
You know, so don't put yourself out being, oh, I'm going to lack emotion. No, that doesn't sound good to the audience. You got to be positive.
Yeah, I don't mean to put a negative connotation on it, but like the song I just played, there's two different feels. They're gonna hit high key points in different ways on the emotional level. You know.
Okay.
You'll feel it in different ways, and one way it'll hit you where it hurts, and the other way, you know, you might, like when I play it on stage, it's not that it's not going to do that, but you'll be like, yeah, I do feel that, and there's strength in that. There's not weakness in it acoustic, by no means, but you know, you maybe have more time to think about it instead of your mind being wrapped up in the emotion.
Yeah.
If you get the gist.
Yeah, well, lay it on us, big man.
All right.
I got berry punch.
Too bad that's not a Rolling Rock.
This is the Kuka.
Good thing. It's too bad it's not a Rolling Rock.
Yeah. This is the Kuka. You want a sip?
I'll take a sip of it.
You gotta do it, bro.
What?
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye bye.
What is that?
No, I've graduated to.
Fuck that.
What's in your cup?
You want something? It's good as fuck. It's berry punch, bro.
Punch.
I've graduated to. Okay, I love you. Bye bye.
No. You gotta do it like you used to.
What you mean?
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye bye. My bad. I'm sorry.
But that's not very accurate to Animaniacs, though.
This song, it's called Scorn. It's the one I know the most. People actually gave me the most compliments on it, but I'll let her rip.
Let her rip.
There's a lady in the alley, she can give you what you want. Doesn't matter if it's something that you value, she gon' take it anyway. You need worry about the time, something greater on her mind. Kiss you on the lips and leave you with a smile for eternity. She'll expect you to say, where did you go? Where did I go wrong? Feel so repulsed that it's been so long. Would've been better to know that you done moved on. Where did you go? Where did I go wrong? There's an old man at the crossroads, has mind of many things. Doesn't know how he got there, but he's brought all he can bring. Are the warnings that they bring. Some say he's fallen out of his chair, but he still knows what he means. Now he sings. Where did you go? Where did I go wrong? I feel so repulsed that it's been so long. Would have been better to know that you done moved on. Where did you go? Where did I go wrong? There's a young boy with a brilliant mind, stuck on his parents' farm. Gets so tired working all the damn time, so he thinks of a better way. Still they stick to his own ways, they don't care what he has to say. Cries mom and dad regret this day, when they work themselves to death. Now he sings, where did you go? Where did I go wrong? I feel so repulsed that it's been so long. Been better to know that you done moved on. Where did you go? Where did I go wrong? Where did you go? Where did I go wrong? Where did you go? Where did I go wrong? And that was Scorn.
Good job, brother.
Dude, that was an amazing piece.
That was beautiful. If you don't mind, I'm gonna cut out a couple of clips probably from that song and use them in my Exit 92 promo video.
Oh, we can see what happens. Yeah.
But no, I wanted to ask, what's the story behind that song? Because those words are pretty deep, and it sounds like they're coming from like some straight. It sounds like you're pulling from straight, like firsthand experience from that song.
Oh, yeah.
We have to know, man.
Oh, man.
If he don't want to.
No, I am.
No, if you don't want to talk about it, that's okay.
No,
I'm just as a musician, I know there's a story
sure,
behind every song, and I like I know it's up to interpretation, but I like knowing what's going on in the writer, the artist's mind when they wrote a particular piece.
I can tell there's so much shit going through your head, like it's like a repeat file, if I will. Shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, did you have some parent issues or something?
Not me.
So at some point,
Not
I'm
me.
sorry, I heard the parent line. I'm not afraid to ask the hard questions.
I see where you can see that. You're close. You're
you
close.
can't see my face.
Being asked the questions that need to be asked.
No, they do need to be asked. I had a little bit of parent issues. It was based off my own stubbornness and ego. But I guess the part you're referring to is the last verse. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I don't want anyone to think anything certain of it. A certain friend of mine, I will put it lightly and as vague as I can. I basically knew a kid, and he fucking had it rough, God damn it. Benny, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Anyways,
my camera went dumb.
Yeah, anyways, this guy I knew, he's smart as fuck, but his parents, are like completely brainwashed and, like just down and out, just get by, basically, stick with the struggle. And he'd offer ideas to them, and, they wouldn't take it in for consideration for shit, and it drove him
crazy.
I guess to the point
It kind of drove him mad. I can only imagine how that would
to
feel.
the point of his end, to say at the most.
Ooh.
The other two verses, I guess the second one I could kind of see myself future tense version. The old man at the crossroads. He's just, he's found it, but everyone thinks he's fucking crazy because he's seeing everything everyone's blind to. And to say, and in the first verse with the lady in the alley, of course it's about a fucking girl. Most of my relationships, pretty much every woman I've been with has cheated on me. Cause,
dude, you're preaching to the choir right here, man.
When you're a good guy, you're a fucking floor mat. But
heard that.
The most.
Hey, dude, it's like as nice guys, we may finish last, but we're better
strong.
For it. Yeah.
Sometimes I finish first.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. It kind of, that's with the chorus, where did you go? Where did I go wrong?
So long.
Yeah, and so and so, I feel repulsed, blah blah blah. So I don't necessarily ever look for the girlfriends when I find them. They just kind of find me, or maybe I will shoot a message and like, yeah, what's up, and everything's cool. The last chick I was with, I messaged her. She knew my friends, and we were getting it, and shit was just picking up off the bat. Everything was perfect. Too good to say. Seemed too good to be true.
No, that's the honeymoon phase.
Most likely was. And I faced police brutality recently and was unlawfully arrested. I'm dealing with that right now. Aside from that, I get out of jail. I texted her on a Wednesday. I didn't get any response, and she's quick on the replies. So I'm like, maybe her phone is broken. I get out of jail like 2 days later after my initial last text message, and I get no response. Mm-hmm. So that happens, and I get out of jail, go to her. I say I'm just gonna go to her house because maybe her phone is broken. I get to the door. Her mom answers the door. I say, "Hey, yo, where is she at?" And her mom is just like, "Oh, she went to the beach with so and so." I was like, "Okay, I don't know who this is. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a friend. I'm gonna hope for the best." Definitely wasn't expecting the worst. I didn't want to face it, but I can hear the voice in the back of my head telling me, "This is where it's going." It's all
gear up, get ready.
This is where it's going. So, the cop has my key to my car for some reason, so I go back up to the bar I was arrested at to get my key, but on the way there, I see the car there, and they're back from the beach. And I knock on the door, knock, knock. As soon as I knock, the door opens, and she comes out immediately, shuts the door behind her. My face is fucked up, my hand, everything. I just look like shit, And I'm expecting her to be like, "Oh my God, what happened to you?" And like get some comfort, Like the whole time in jail, I'm like, I'm thinking of her. I'm just like, yeah, I don't want her to freak out. I hope she's not mad at me. But she's just like, "What's up?" And I'm like, nothing much. What's up? You want to hang out? Because I'm trying to veer it from what I think is going on. And she's just like, I can't. I have to go home. I'm like, "You have to go home right now." And she's just like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Really? You can't hang out for 5 minutes?" And she's like, "No, I gotta leave now." And I'm just like, "Alright." And so I hug her. When I go to hug her, she, tucks her head in between my shoulder. And then I rear back to look her in the face. Then I go to kiss her, and she draws back. She completely dodges my kiss. So I'm like, okay. I'm just like, "What is going on?" And she's just like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Nothing, just hanging out." I'm like, "Really?" And I give her the fucking death stare, like, "Yeah, what's going on here? Let's be real." She's like, "Nothing." I'm like, "Alright." And then she goes to go inside, and like I say her name, I'm like, "Listen." And she's like, "What?" I'm like, "So how was the beach?" Because I don't think I told her mom to tell her I swung by. And I don't think her mom told her, so I thought she was, just like sliding by, just staying under the radar with, home dude and like not letting me know. And I was like, "How's the beach?" She's like, "Oh, good." And, she was hit by surprise that I knew. And I was like, "Oh yeah, who's so-and-so?" And it said the dude's name, and she's just like, "Oh." She's like, "Oh, just a friend." I'm like, "Just a friend? Really? Just a friend?" She's like, "Yeah, I gotta go." I said her name again. I'm like, "Listen, like, I told you this when we first got together, not to do this." And what I was referring to, and she knows exactly what it was I told her, basically all my past relationships, I've all told them, "Look, if you don't want to be with me, that's cool. Go and do your thing. If you want to be with someone else, you can do that. If you
tell me, I'm not, don't treat me like a child.
It'll be easy. You were fucking adults. Just do it. Like, let me know. It's gonna be easier for me, and I'll be a little, upset, but it'll only last a couple days. I'll be like, I'm not what's for you, but that's all right." So I told her, like, "I told you this," and then she looks at me all like worried because I hear her boyfriend. I'm supposed to be her boyfriend, like, talking inside, so she's like not want him to come outside or like even know that she's probably talking to me, because she's probably trying to keep that undercover too and still save it. And I was like, she's just like, "Could you go away?" And I was just like, "What?" And she's like, could you just please go away? I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, please just go away. That was the last thing I heard from her. My band I'm in now, the Pinecone Shake, before I was in it, she went to shows with me, took pictures of them, supported them on Facebook.
Oh my god, dude, you're pretty much describing my last relationship.
Yeah,
my last relationship lasted me 3 years.
Yeah, she was all about it, and out of nowhere, that happened, and then she blocked me, all my bandmates, all my friends that she came in tight with our circle. And the thing was, I wasn't quick to make anything happen, and she was just acting like she was all about it, and she blocked me too. And I texted her, I'm like, you didn't have to block everyone else. I'm like, if you ever want to give me a proper explanation, let me know. I'm like, but if you're happy, I'm happy for you. She never texted me back, but she ended up unblocking me. It's just like, how are you going to unblock me but, not even talk to me? So the last thing I ever heard her say was, could you just please go away? And I was just like, I got in the van, slammed the door, went back to my friend's house, having a mental breakdown, crushed a tall can of Pepsi like this on my skull, completely flattened it. It helped for a minute. I'm going to admit I went a little crazy, but, and then I was just like, fuck it. And then one day I was making that riff, the progression, and then I just screamed it out, and I was just like, yeah, that fucking helps. That really, it's soothing, and, she might hear it, she might not. It doesn't fucking matter. It's a relief for me.
Yeah.
So that's a basis for that song.
People have been writing songs about women for hundreds and thousands of years.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like if you ever watched Tenacious D, The Pick of Destiny.
Mm-hmm.
With the lute. It's like a diddle. Weird thing
but people haven't. But as long as instruments have been around, people have written songs to try to impress women and write songs about them for them, or about songs about the heartache and the problems that they've caused.
Yeah, just like the band Brand New and Taking Back Sunday. Both
I like the guys.
It was back and forth between Brand New and Taking Back Sunday. They wrote songs in correspondence to each other about the same chick. They were actually communicating through songs with each other.
Yeah.
The funny thing is...
Oh, what's that one? I can't remember the... Phantasmagoria, that's my favorite one. The I love that one.
The funny thing is, her mom actually lives right next to Jacob, so it's just like, he gave me his address, and he's like, oh, I live right behind Aiden's, blah, 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 blah. I was like, sweet, next to the snake. Awesome.
To the serpent, you're like, why do I have to be so close?
Funny thing is, I told her, I was just like the first night I met her, I was like, you have snake eyes, like little slits. Maybe there's people with crazy conspiracies like that, but she did have this keen look in her eye, and it was the voice that I always ignore. I'm like, there's this voice, and it's telling me, this is not happiness that you deserved, so it's gonna fucking end crude. Like, this little bit of happiness is gonna come with a length of pain, and you know that, right? And I'm just like, yeah, but I'm just gonna go with it because it's rare that I get communications with
it's like hey, I'm gonna take what little happiness
I'm gonna take it while I can get it. And then I think any loving's good loving, so I took what I can get. He
took what I can get.
Here's something, you're never gonna forget.
Don't forget.
Exactly.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Dun, dun.
You ain't been around. But yeah, that's how it went, man. And
okay, yeah, but no, I'm sorry. It seemed like for Jacob and the other guy just seemed all shocked when I asked like parent issues or whatever. I'm not afraid to ask certain questions.
I'm not afraid to answer
if I ever
those
overstep my
questions.
boundaries, the worst. The reason why I ask the questions I do is because the worst somebody can say is no, or I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I was born in a divorce.
That sucks.
Yeah, I actually like it that way. I like that rather than being like 6 or 7 years old and then my parents splitting up when I'm conscious enough to realize they're supposed to be together.
Yeah, but at least you never beat yourself up thinking it was your fault. Because I know a lot of kids that have gone through a divorce always have beat themselves up thinking that they went, that it was somehow their fault.
It might be it might be where I get my relationship habits though from, because my dad told me, and then I end up doing this myself. I play the fucking fool. He goes, when I met your mom, we were just friends, and then people were just asking, why don't you two go with it? And he did that, and he still loves her. He's not in love with her, but
oh yeah, there's a difference between loving someone and being in love with somebody.
That was his best.
It's like
friend.
he still values her as a person in her friendship.
Yeah, so
he just doesn't see her as a spouse.
So I see that those qualities of my father and myself, where because that's all I want in a woman. Like truly, like the last time I had sex, like from there, I haven't had any sexual thoughts. I haven't been aroused, and I don't even think of sex anymore.
I'll trade you.
Oh, you can do it. I used to masturbate compulsively, and then I just...
Same. I haven't been able to stop.
I have sex.
That's why I'm like, I'll trade you.
Yeah, I would too. Yeah, but I found out, there's greater things in life. It sucks that us men, have the struggle of conquering our thoughts about waking up and thinking this is the one thing we need to work for and get is just some action, when there's so many activities in life.
That's just because we want to, have kids and make sure our genome lives on.
Yeah, that's important.
Didn't you read that one book?
What one book?
That one book.
There's a lot of those one books.
What was that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude. There's an entire library filled.
Yeah, the Tibetian book on living and dying. That book did help me a lot. Yeah. But yeah, that's a whole another deep conversation there.
Yeah, but no, there you guys go. You find, you heard it here first. Good songs come sometimes from tragedy and heartache.
Yeah, just like I spoke with Christian from Hobson Road earlier. I was like, either you feel the pain, but that same inspiration and emotion can be put into like, I'm feeling really fucking good about my life, and I want you to know how good it feels to feel how good I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're sad, it's like if you're happy, you'll write a really happy song, and if you're sad, you will just write the most soul-crushing, obliterating, darkest song you could possibly imagine.
Yeah. Well, you want to do a cut of Honey Chamber, and then we'll end the song with Happy Trails.
Cut of Honey Chamber?
Yeah.
That last song that you did?
No, the band Honey Chamber. They're on SoundCloud.
I wish you knew that old school song by Eddie James, Feeling Good. That song is fucking the shit.
That last song that you did, though, was fucking amazing, man.
Oh, yeah?
Again, I'm still bad with names. I know your name starts with a J back there.
Justin.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm very bad with names. It's like Donnie, I have trouble remembering. But dude, no, you sound like a Southern boy. Real deep Southern.
You talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guilty.
Go down.
Guilty as charged.
You got that. You got that deep Southern drawl.
Yeah,
yeah.
I grew up in the swamp, so I grew up in.
Oh, I'm not making fun of you for it. It's just I like all kinds of accents. It's just not. It's like Jacob's accent isn't as thick as yours.
Like, let me tell you, I've been out to California. I've been to Germany. I've been to Australia, and I get it everywhere I go. Like when I was in Australia, first person I spoke to over there was like, "You're American."
You're from the South.
Yeah.
I don't even feel like my accent is that heavy, but some people will tell me.
No, it's not, dude. You sound like you belong out here in California.
Right on. Back in high school, because I had a lot of, I guess you say, country redneck friends. I would try, not necessarily fit in, but I'd try my best not to sound like a total hick, and then it would come out in front of some people, and they'd be like, "You sound country," and I'd be like, "Fuck."
Oh, but come on now. You know, it's like I honestly don't care when I'm on radio, on air with you guys. I'm sure you've heard me hear my country draw slip a couple times.
You hear me? I can just pick it up and I can drop it, and it ain't nothing, Shannon.
Yeah, well, dude, if you spoke fast enough, you could be Boomhauer.
Now you can get a little bit more country going. Hey, Mom said Billy, you better get out there in the truck.
You getting that Chevy putting 411 you in muddle? Damn!
Damn it, Junior! I told you not to go upside Billy like yonder.
The hell?
Mama said, "Get your ass in the house now. She gonna take the broom to you."
That's right.
Y'all need to settle down now.
Simmer down. Simmer down.
Simmer down. Y'all need to simmer down now.
We're about to rip a time on the flip a time.
Alright, yeah, so like when I was in jail, there was this guy who knew this kid there, and he was trying to trade the kid a tray, like, you know, trade some food. And he went behind dude's back and like made a different tray. So he comes back to him, he's like, he's just like, yeah, dude.
Oh,
he's like, we still got that tray going on? He's like, no. He's like, what the fuck? The dude was pissed, and then I ended up being his bunkmate, the old dude, talking to young cat, and he's like, yeah, he's like, I know that little fuck boy, and I know where he lives, and he's like, I swear to you, when I get out, I will go to that fuck boy's house, and I'll take his little white ass and bend him over my knee and spank that fuck boy's ass. It was so fucking hilarious. And like, and the best thing that happened was like, they were like having a shout battle, and then the old redneck dude is like, suck my dick! And then he's just like, yes sir, and everyone's just like, ooh! Just like fucking get live. It doesn't take much to excite a bunch of locked up men in a little cage.
Especially when you got a old guy with a thick Southern drawl telling an officer, "Suck my dick."
Yeah, suck my dick.
And then also threatening apparently a fuckboy to find him and spank the shit out of him.
Yeah.
But probably unknown to that old man is that's probably what that boy wants to happen.
That's what that boy wants. Deep down.
So we about to listen to this Honey Chamber?
Yeah, Honey Chamber was the last band that performed. They're actually the one band I was looking forward the most to hearing. Hops and Rose surprised me. I didn't really get to listen to them much before I played. But Honey Chamber is fucking good as shit. And their
Nice.
members are also interchangeable.
Nice.
But you're gonna miss Happy Trails. I'm not going up there.
Code or I can't go up there. That's where I got arrested.
What, the Kings?
Yeah.
Really? When?
A couple weeks ago, last month. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, you're the one they was talking about, huh?
Probably.
Yeah.
How were you unlawfully arrested?
Because they told me to leave, right? I was hit with double jeopardy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I came in there with no shoes on, not trying to hurt nobody. I was just up there to play pool and, sober up a little bit before I had to drive home to my next town, avoid a DUI. So I'm sitting there, and the bartenders are like, we're not serving you. I'm like, alright, that's fine. I don't want to be served. I'm just trying to hang out. And, it's probably a given that bartenders don't want people to sit there if they're not buying alcohol, but I was literally about to play a game of pool. So it wasn't like I wasn't there just to loiter.
Yeah, and if I'm correct, you have to pay to play pool.
Yeah, exactly. So I guess one of the customers, because they didn't call the law on me, one of the customers called on me. So I'm like, they're like, you need to leave. I'm like, alright, will do. I walk outside, there's a cop there. He looks at me, and I'm just like, hey, how's it going? He's like, addresses me, and then I walk up to him. He grabs my arm, fucking puts me in an arm bar, slams me on the ground, and then my head hits the pavement, and I'm like laying on my side.
That's unnecessary force.
It is. And then he
It's police brutality.
Exactly. I think I was profiled. I was wearing like a death metal shirt, like right now, no sleeves, but it was black, wearing all black. Fucking, nose ring, plugs in my ears, shaved head, big beard, profiled. And, so he puts me in cuffs while I'm on the ground. And then while I'm sitting on the ground in cuffs, he pepper sprays me.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then, writes on the report that whenever he saw me, that I was stumbling, you know, slurring, and that I pointed at him and almost touched his chest. So he put me in his quote-unquote armbar maneuver, like he fucking made the armbar, you know?
I demand to see body cam footage.
Yeah, there is none. There's no body cam.
They don't carry body cams down here.
But, yeah, he said he put me in the armbar.
What cop was it? Well, tell me.
Yeah. And then, basically said I got in the car and was slamming my head against the window, which I didn't do, because if I would have did that, there wouldn't have been a scratch on my head. It would have just been like a, you know, big swollen egg, like a bomb.
Yeah.
But yeah, like even my attorney said, you know, that doesn't explain the scratch on your head. A lot of skin missing from my hand and my thumb. It was ridiculous. Like, yeah, pepper sprayed me while I was on the ground. So it's like,
I hate to ask. This is a fucked up question to ask. But what's it like getting pepper sprayed? Because I swear to God,
it's not fucked up. It fucking
You're
sucks.
like, it don't feel good.
No, it doesn't. I got pepper sprayed twice.
Ooh, ouch.
Second time in jail, it wasn't too bad because my eyes were already burning, but it got all over my skin. And then when I took a shower, all the pepper spray ran down straight to my fucking cock and balls and lit it on
Oh, fire crotch.
Yes. So, yeah, that sucked for sure. But yeah, the whole thing is I got charged with drunken disorderly, and I also got charged with resisting without violence. My attorney says, and state law says, actually fucking national law, it is your right to resist arrest if you are unlawfully charged, you know. In order for me to get charged with drunken disorderly, I had to be proven a danger to the public.
Yeah.
And how am I going to get charged with resisting without violence if I didn't put up any violence? Why was I given violence without giving violence myself?
without being violent?
Yeah. And if the point is, if I would have resisted without violence, there would have been a lot more than me tensing up my arm like the report said. I would have fucking jolted. They would have had
Well, of course
to
you
taser
tensed
me.
it. Of course you tensed up your arm. The cop
Yeah,
grabbed
I'm
your arm
scared.
without warning.
I'm intimidated. You're arresting me for no reason, you know. But that's that.
It's like, hey, I'm a responsible adult that's drunk, that's trying to sober up so I can go home.
Exactly. We'll go ahead and play some Honey Chamber.
Yeah, we gotta hit this Honey Chamber song, and then we got a Happy Trails.
We'll do it.
All right, guys.
All right, so here's some Honey Chamber.
Rainy night 1.
Dance in the full moon on a rainy night in June.
So they can't hear me, right?
Strike all around you. And I'll put out the fires for you. Gonna be alright for you.
And we are back to the Weekly Rapture, only on Exit 92 Radio. Benny, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Alright, Donnie's smoking, and as soon as Donnie gets back from smoking, then we're going to exit out with our own little rendition of Happy Trails.
Nice.
I'm guessing he's going to play it and I'm going to sing it.
Happy trails to you until you meet again.
Happy trails to you, 'cause you were my best friend.
Nice.
I'm gonna sing it just like I'm gonna try to sing it just like Nick sings it.
Like Bear?
Yeah, man, like the big bad Boo Bear. It's gonna be intense.
Yeah, today's show I'm sure was pretty good for what little I from what I had before I had to walk away. But it's the Saturday show.
Yeah, man, we're up to 30 hits.
Whoop.
Lucius had to go because of super lag. Brainiac was attacking him.
Oh, that's all good. Hey, at least Lucius makes it, attempts to try to be with us every broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
He's like our super fan. He's our super fan.
Yeah, man, means a lot. Are you ready to Happy Trails?
And Schindler's List is back. Somebody get that man a burrito.
I've got burritos. You have burritos too.
Burritos.
No. Yeah, we don't eat that kind of burrito.
Happy Trails.
Yeah, man.
Kicking this off.
You're gonna play it, and I'm gonna sing it.
All right, I'll probably jump in the chorus.
Yeah. All right. So, do you know how to play it?
Give me a second. Alright, I'm also gonna tune you up. Play this one?
I don't gotta play.
You're not playing?
I don't have to.
Yeah, you don't have to.
He's just gonna sing.
I'm just gonna sing.
You can play if you want, so I can do cool stuff. Yeah, wait.
Okay.
I'm confused what's going on. Who's doing the guitar?
I don't know.
Both of us.
I'm gonna try to play and sing this at the same time.
It's little chords.
Okay.
So.
And you okay there, Hans? You sound tired and burnt out.
No, I'm good, man. I'm just a little. I'm getting faded on some rollin' rye. Staring at an old composter.
No, but is that your acoustic, Donnie?
Yes, sir.
I like the stickers on it. The decals.
And then you got
I almost
Florida.
I almost thought that said Angus for a second.
Florida.
Florida.
All right, here we go.
You pick.
Alright, here we go. So, this is our very first attempt at Happy Trails Live with Donnie and DJ Hans.
And fucking Benny.
And fucking Benny. So, hopefully this turns out good. I'm not going to make you promises because this is my first time playing it and singing it at the same time.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, here we go. Happy trails to you I can't play it and sing it at the same time.
How's the song go?
We have to restart.
Alright, we'll do that.
You're gonna have to play it. And I'm just gonna have to sing. Till we meet again. Happy trails to you. 'Cause you are my best friend. You ain't gotta go home, but you can't. No, you can't stay here. I guess you could if you want to check out the extra 24-hour servers that we have for free. Yeah. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you, 'cause you're my best friend. Happy trails to you. Yeah. Happy trails to you. Oh, it just isn't.
Actually, no, we get in that better. It's like, you know, how we go, happy trails to you. I can kind of see kind of like a little, like kind of noted out version of that too.
Until we meet again. Yeah. Happy trails
Trails to you, 'cause you are my best friend.
Of course, you got to get the ZZ Top in there.
And finish with that epic guitar solo.
You got in the zone there for a minute.
Alright, guys. It's time for us to say happy trails here, which we just got done saying happy trails.
We've
like
been
a lot of times.
rock and rolling.
We have been live for 3 hours, 33 minutes, and 21 seconds. So I think it's time for us to exit out of this show. What you think, fucking Benny?
I say it's time to exit out this shit.
Alright, guys.
Time to hit your time, punch your time cards.
Alright, guys. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.